Well. As if we needed some more treats. All right. What's going on, everybody? Gonna fix a couple things really quick. Looks like we've been treated with the treat. Or some shit like that. Here I was just minding my own business. All right. Hang on. Boom. What's going on, everybody? Yeah, so I was just about to shut her down for the day, and then we have this absolute goofball. That's if we can get it over here. For some reason, I may have been blocked from from Chili's stuff. So we'll see what's going on. Give me a second. I'm trying to get his latest live stream up because he's over there just totally fucking bullshitting, right? There he is. All right, here we are. Let me know if you can hear this. Can you guys hear whatever the fuck's going on in his background? Let me get some other people here as well. Do. Can't hear it? All right, cool. Let me fix it. One sec. All right, how's that?
Nobody's blocked.
Nobody's blocked, he says, as he blocks people. Now, here's the thing. So Daryl M, yeah, you saw it in there, right? So here's the thing. He did, and he tried to erase it, but unfortunately, the internet doesn't forget.
I got something I got to do real quick.
The internet does not forget. When you go out and you make some just atrocious comments, the shit that you said, sorry, buddy, we're not going to let you get away with that. I'm not going to. I know JL busted his balls up and down too. Excuse me. Let me see if I can get JL in here. Because why not?
November 8th.
Right,
Is today? Is today? What's today's date? Where's my other phone? It's really bugging me. I need my other phone.
What do you need the phone for? Open up another window. So apparently, I irritated some. You have rights, cops have duties, right?
What time is it right now in New York, and what time is it in LA? Can you guys tell me that?
He hasn't stopped spamming
someone
Chili's.
Tell me what time it is in New York and what time it is in LA?
This fucking guy.
Anybody?
Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I'm going to show everybody something here.
11 Eastern time.
Well,
okay. Oh, okay.
Because Chili wants to try and delete some of this stuff
off of
his site, right?
We'll go 10 a.m. I guess.
So he had his. Let me do this really quick. He had his live stream the other day where he said that he was canceling all this and blah 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 blah.
Issues,
right? We all know it's bullshit. He can't cancel it. Speak of the devil, and the devil shall appear.
So was there other questions? Because
sorry, I had his audio going.
No, that's right. You
I don't want to have to block out anybody, but there's going to be times.
I can't believe you went live.
Just such asshole.
Oh, look, I had to do it, right?
I don't have a choice.
I want everybody to see what we're seeing here, right?
I still got to be able to communicate with my people when I'm doing the things that I got to do.
So there's that.
So.
Do you see? You saw that, man? He wished cancer on me.
Oh, I saw it too.
Try
And I was going to bring it up
understand
as
there's gonna be
well.
sometimes
So
that,
in his
you know, I can't
forgiveness
deal
and
with your
lead
shit
by
that day,
example and
and
all
so
the
you might get
bullshit, what does
blocked
he
for
do?
that
He
day.
goes and
But
fucking
I'll
doubles
try to make
down,
sure I unblock
not
you
only
after
by
I'm done
wishing
doing what
cancer
I'm
on kids
doing.
again, now he's
And
wishing
then,
cancer on you as
you
well.
know,
So
you're welcome to leave all the hateful comments you want on my videos. And then, you know, because I'm just not even going to get into it anymore. I'm just going to, because it's just so ridiculously stupid at this point. You
He's
know,
such a
the
goddamn
only
coward.
victim you guys can
He
find is
is.
Tina Slay Richardson, who is just a wacky chick, man. She's just a wacky, and she just me talking about her gives her like a life. Like it's just so silly because I didn't do anything wrong to that lady. You know, she's just a strange person, and I feel bad for her that she lost her kid
Irish demon is
and that
chili.
kid was killed. But,
Steven.
you know,
He's the shadow
you know,
figure that's
actually,
approaching the bed.
You know, as you know, I'm gonna. It looks like I'm gonna have to refile my lawsuits because they're not going to stipulate to the terms. And
Well, see,
you know,
okay.
Tina's one of those people.
Really quick, nobody was going to re-stipulate. It wasn't about trying to get people to stipulate to his terms. It was about the fact that he wanted to pull all of his shit and file in California, where he
Right.
thought he has a better shot at the case.
But you heard what happened, right?
Oh yeah, he's being countersued.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
now he's stuck in Massachusetts because they caught him over there.
Right. Yeah, exactly. P is who runs says he's trying to build a case against Kate by letting people write in his live show. Yeah.
Explain to me something.
What's up?
How does he even think that is admissible?
It's not. I don't know. He's an idiot. That's the point blank and period. He's stupid if he thinks that because somebody who's not Kate goes out and says, "Hey, you're an idiot," means that Kate made them do it. It's just so stupid.
People who's clearly committed slander, you know, said things that are patently false, you know, just straight up lies. And so I would sue her, but I think she lives in her own personal hell, is what I think. And I don't want to, you know, it's like she lost her kid. And from what I understand, her whole thing is, you know, she lives in her own hell, man. She's her own worst enemy. You know, she can't really be a part of anybody's thing. She gets run out of everything because she's a psycho. And
who is he talking about?
You know,
He's talking about Tina.
She said about
Tina.
me,
oh yeah.
She hasn't, you know, she wasn't the one that did actual damage to me. You know, it is, you know, she did do actual damage to me.
Oh no, she didn't.
Her lies really caused me a lot of damage.
Tina Slay
from TikTok.
How?
But that's the second round. I got to finish this round right now. So, you know. I choose to do the way I do things. You know what I mean? You guys are welcome to ask questions. I'll try to get to your question.
No, you won't. We've been asking him the same question, and all he did was double down by wishing cancer on you.
Oh, I was going to show you this real quick so you guys could see it. I was going to go here to settings, and then community, and then show you. Yeah, so here you guys go, just so you guys can see it. The only blocked people are Michael Lutz and J.L. Warren. And this will give them a little fame. And they'll be able to be like, hey, look, you're one of the two people we blocked.
That's hilarious.
I win.
You know, if you're just too big of a prick and you're just like spamming and doing stupid shit.
That's okay. You know what I'm saying? I have alts.
Just because you want to be a troll and you don't have a purpose in life and you have no meaning and you have no mission and all those things. I understand you want to come and
it's so funny.
You want to be here.
It's so funny that
and also, you know, I'm a big character, and so if you attach to me, then people might listen to something that you said when previously nobody would listen to anything you said. But you put my name in your title, so then you get some views and likes and stuff.
Really?
And you know, people join together and hatred and stuff like that. But
no, it's not hatred. I'm sorry, Chili.
I want to let you be the hateful
you out of your bullshit
little troll monster that you are. But then at the same time, when I'm doing a talk, sometimes, you know.
He blocked me. Like I'm like literally letting him.
No, I blocked Michael Lutz because Beth Riss said he raped her, and I don't know if I'll ever unblock him. You know, I mean, I might unblock him. Nah, I don't really like him. You know, I mean, Beth Riss is a friend of mine. Was a friend of mine.
Thank you to Blue in his live chat. So jail has more of a purpose in life that you could ever wish to have. Thank you, Blue. I do appreciate that. Thank you.
When a woman tells me that she was raped by a guy, I lose all respect, and I just don't want anything.
Taipan says, "Give jail a shout out, a slice of cake." He is
yes, I fucking win! I fucking win!
Best of luck.
And now everybody's asking why I'm blocked.
Yep.
All you want. That's not why I blocked Michael Lutz. I blocked Michael Lutz because Beth Rist said that he raped her. So I blocked him.
Why'd you block me, motherfucker?
Yeah.
But I understand that, you know.
He didn't have a problem with
It's about me. It's about
those
me.
types of accusations.
Yeah,
against
I blocked Michael Lutz. Let me just
other
say it to you
people.
guys.
Oh, wait.
In the back of the room, couldn't hear what I said. Let me try it again. So Michael Lutz, Beth Rist, my friend from Ironton, I sat down with her. We had a heart-to-heart. She told me he raped her. I don't, you know what I'm saying?
So why'd you block me?
You guys stick up for him. I'm not going to.
What's up, Amiros?
Did he block me because I made him look like such a bitch down in Tahlequah?
Probably.
Yeah, she sued him, and she's still going through some stuff with that guy. So I'm just not gonna.
Yeah, I do find it interesting that after you.
For me personally, I choose not to.
fundraiser-
If I had known the horrifically bad police reports and stuff about Josh Abrams and the things that he's been convicted of through the penal system, through the criminal justice, through the injustice system, through the criminal injustice system, then, you know. So.
Wouldn't surprise me, Michael.
But let me see if I can pull another question.
That wouldn't shock me at all.
Not at all.
Do we have here?
Oh, you've got plenty of questions.
Tom Robertson.
Plenty of
I
questions.
guess I'll have to ask a question and challenge you in the emails. These ask
I see you still asking him, why did you do this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You're welcome to ask any questions you want, Tom.
Michael Lutz, I don't know anything about that certain
gross.
situation, but if you want to come up here and give your side of the story, shoot me an email, theplothole1@gmail.com, and I'd be more than willing and happy to have you on.
I mean, so just so you guys know,
To give your side of the story.
the person who just wrote this here, you know, one rapist to another, you guys should be buddies, is what this person was trying to say. That's not what they said. They said one rapist to another, you guys should be buddy. I've never been accused of assault or battery.
Yes, you have.
You know,
This is a
restraining
flat out
order,
lie.
but
Yes,
there's
you
no
have.
police report.
Oh, because there's no police report means
There's
you
no
haven't been accused of it.
911 call.
Mhm.
There's no nothing. In other words, someone got their feelings hurt, and so he pushed
True,
me.
Aaron.
He touched me, and then you get a restraining order. So
There's a little bit more than
there's
a
no
push to
911
touch.
calls and there's no tapes, but this one here says one rapist to another. So that's, you know, if this person was an actual person and could actually, you know, do damage to me or have any relevance in the world, you know, that person who's a troll account wouldn't be an upstanding member of society. Which is
Wait,
one
so
of-
can trolls do damage to you or not?
But to say
Right.
that in any way, shape, or form that I am a rapist is just, it's just.
Miles Patterson, Pepperidge Farm
I
remembers
don't see how you're a
that.
good person, and you can read someone write that in the comments, and then want to be a part of the group that person's in. You know,
In
what I
fact,
mean?
that should be my next
Yeah,
comment.
You know
Uh-oh.
that.
Oh,
just
shit.
really-
We're in trouble
you know what
now.
I mean, like that's just weird.
That should be my next. Was it? What about the GHB production? Pepperidge
Yeah.
Farm remembers.
Someone put this, says, "Reconsider any of my
What's up, Beaver?
lawsuits, if my stipulations are not met within a few days."
Oh,
Hello.
refund
Liz
There we are.
Lizard, Liz. I saw that place and I did not stop down there because I was in a rush, but I actually drove by it. I'm gonna have to try it. Thank you for the recommendation.
I came out of my slumber
There's
for this. I
DNA
was sleeping in
evidence
my
of
chair.
troll. I mean,
Dude,
I felt
Beaver.
chilly in the
is it
forest.
okay to call you
Beaver.
a rapist because a woman said you were?
Two amazing things happened today.
Michael,
He wished cancer on me live,
So
Yep.
everybody needs to go over to Beth
and
Rist.
I am one of only 2 people blocked on his
I
channel
saw
currently.
that. Don't worry, I've been watching. And then I saw that you were. I saw Johnny streaming on thing. I'm like, you to ask him. I said, "Are you live? You suck." And I said, "Invite." I was about to go live. You fucking asshole.
He scooped you. He scooped you.
It's bullshit.
do it. I had
An Irish demon out here fucking streaming all hours of the day.
I know, right?
A guy's trying to run a fucking service company over here. I blink for 2 seconds and Irish is on live. Like,
I'm telling you, I think I annoyed him because I scheduled mine to go live, and then he scheduled it like an hour before me, and I was like, "You motherfucker! I'm not gonna have anybody in my audience." So I literally jumped ahead and went like an hour and 15 minutes ahead. It was like, I'm just gonna go live now. Just do it
That's
now.
in a beard
he's
training,
not
I
here for it.
unbearded.
Yeah, hey, you know, Pete wrote here. Pete wrote, "You will show your ass." Let me unhide your comment for you, Pete. Pete
I eat
wrote,
too much
"You will
high
show your
cholesterol food,
ass
though, I
in
learned."
court
Yeah, I
and
heard.
lose again."
Too much high cholesterol food.
Maybe. Could be right.
Yeah, but you can see the little fingers he uses to please himself. Right
No,
there.
yeah,
He
right
points them
there.
at the screen all the time.
Yep.
There they are.
Oh no. So, okay. So then someone just wrote this. I want to make sure I unblock this person and then I unblock their comment here.
2 seconds.
No. So someone just wrote here. You sold the date rape drug chili. So this is just so you guys know. Let me answer that question in some detail here. So that's the reason why I'm suing Kate Peter. Because I never sold any date rape drug. I was charged.
Oh yeah, I heard. By the way, lawsuit back on, guys.
Distribution of GHB.
Lawsuit was never off.
Transportation across state lines, and then felony possession of GHB. Those 5 felonies I was charged with. Now, 4 were dropped. And
Aaron Race, I think I've seen that movie.
I want to hear what
and
you
the
said.
possession charge then for first-time offenders who don't have any kind of criminal record, any kind of legitimate criminal record, where they have an assault or a battery or even a grand theft or larceny or fraud or anything like that, then a possession charge can become something. But if you have your first-time offense and it's a possession charge, but no, I was never ever convicted of any charges like that. That's why I'm actually suing Kate Peter for saying those exact words.
But did she?
You coming and saying that? Saying this conversation
Kate
right
Peter
here,
say that
this dramatically helps my lawsuit for defamation.
No, it doesn't. Does Kate Peter actually say that he was convicted, or
Nope.
did she say he was charged? Because if she said he was charged and took a plea deal, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened.
Information against Kate.
Yeah, and a plea deal doesn't mean you're innocent.
No.
Work in good faith.
No, in fact, a plea deal is almost the opposite. It means that they've got enough on you to sink you, and you're willing to save them the time and effort of potentially not sinking you, but letting them sink you a little bit.
Date rape drug.
Right.
I never sold GHB. I never sold weed. I never sold pills. I never sold coke. I never sold anything.
Wait, can you pause it for 1 second? The point behind that is usually so that the person is now in the system. Like, depending on what kind of deal you're giving them, it makes it so that you can guarantee a win against them.
Right.
And you can get them charged in the system. So then later when he's caught doing something with GHB or whatever, whatever chemical was involved here, then, they can go, look, Your Honor, he has a history of doing this. And the next time you won't get any plea deals. They'll just literally bury you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. A nolo plea is a guilty plea. Well, it's a no contest plea, but if he took a plea deal, meaning he pled to lesser charges, you still pled guilty to charges. So there's that.
Exactly.
So, that's real. There it is. So, I think that's another question.
I'm on my main account now. I'm trying to get him to address this.
I haven't been served.
I think we can hear you in the background. Like twice. We can hear Chili twice a little bit.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, we only want to hear him once.
Yeah, it's fucking too much already. I said to my wife this today. I was like, "Oh my god, watching Delete Laws makes me want to delete my brain."
Right.
I was like, "It's just terrible."
Adam,
What's up, Uncle Artie?
Says, why can't anybody get a copy of the police report? The DEA stops you. I don't know. I don't know. I think it has to do. I think most, to be honest, I've heard this before, Adam, that the people tried to get police reports from my arrest in 2002 and they can't get the documents. I don't know why. I think maybe because Chief of Police Michael Moore was the guy who no-knock raided me. I'm sorry, maybe he was there on the first warrant, which was an evidentiary warrant, but I was naked in the shower in the bathtub, so to me it was a no-knock raid because I was in the shower and there was 2 there with guns.
Gross.
So I never had a chance to actually respond to any kind of evidentiary knock for evidence. So it was like
but
part 28 like that part.
Never
Michael Moore
mind.
was there at one of those.
Tom Anderson says, Chili, why on the USAA website that shows all Alaska wrestling records from 1972 to 2020, you're not on them? No variation of your name.
Their asses for even no-knock raiding me.
they don't. actually record records from Lollipop Kids.
I legitimately thought he was going somewhere substantial with that.
No.
But it was a very well delivered beaver. I was just like, oh, they really don't, motherfucker.
I mean, look at this guy. He's a Lollipop Kid for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Sitting there, the Lollipop Kids. And
I can't walk every troll forever, so budget. Let's just move forward. You guys want to say shit to me? So
I'm
I've just gone over.
drop stink flower. Yes, that is true. I mean,
oh yeah, the troll that Irish Demon did. Man, hey dude, Irish Demon did a great job. Trolled me. They went back and said they did a concert together in Jakarta. Dude, Sean O'Day, you got me really good. That was a great troll, man. That was a good troll. That doesn't change the fact though that November 1/4 is a guy named Rich Gregson, and we know it's Rich Gregson because he sent money.
Is it really?
he's still on this Rich Gregson. some fucking 30-something-year-old DJ in goddamn
Liverpool.
oh my god.
He's a gray hat hacker, guys. He's a gray hat hacker.
Just
Is he?
Has he made any reference to the fact that he has no timestamps on the entirety of that chat? There is not one fucking timestamp, not a single one to say the day changed. Nothing. It's just
right.
it's just, and somebody pointed out the fonts aren't perfectly lined up, but that's neither here nor there. Apparently, since 2019, we looked this up. All iPhone messages have timestamps.
Yep.
I guess it's like default. There's no shutting it off. So if there's no timestamps in there, it's all fucking bullshit anyways. It's
Yeah, this whole thing is bullshit. That's so funny.
And then we know from the Turtle Boy blog that Kate wrote in 2019.
Turn my mic down.
But hey, good way to pretend like you actually had skills and could perform at a concert, Sean.
Like you pretend to have skills to be able to do anything.
Does he still not realize that 1/4 is the name of the venue and that November was the month that they did it? Does he still not realize that?
No, he doesn't.
Great job, dude. And just so you guys know, I won't be covering any of the troll channels anymore.
Tony said we're in trouble.
That's all I'm gonna cover on laws. I haven't checked on my backup channel yet.
Mr. Grayson is a Liverpudlian.
Well, so far I got him to reference me. I just need him to get him to say my name.
Oh, he said my name. He said my name.
Child.
He said my name.
Say my name.
You name something I say, and I set a trend. So that's what a newsmaker is, and that's why you guys you're looking at a newsmaker, you know it.
That's what happened. He's a newsmaker now.
First year's been a learning experience.
You guys are welcome to write Beaver Zero asked you to call him daddy in his chats anytime you want.
That's why there's so many of you guys here with hatred, because most people.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch my latest
video. They're going to change things. They don't want to change it because they don't understand what the change is going to be. And then the second reason why people are so resistant to change is because they're not a part of the change. They don't get to be an active part in deciding how that change is.
You're not going to change shit.
Oh, you're not going to change
something
shit.
that they don't know, even if the thing that they don't know is better. And so I've been doing a lot of podcasts and research on that now.
Research on what?
I mean, the guy has 344 people watching. It's
Well,
only the problem for him is half.
Well, it's because he unblocked all the trolls.
Yeah.
You sons of bitches, though. I saw you in there, Johnny, and you have to be subscribed to him, sir. I don't give him my subscription.
Oh, I only subscribed 5 minutes after he started this live, so I could go in here and fucking troll him.
So his subs all go like this while he streams, and fucking like that after he's done streaming.
He's such a fucking moron.
There's people who are better than me. There's people who are worse than me. But I'm different.
There are people who are better than you. Absolutely.
That's what you're doing here. That's why so many people are. They're obsessed, and then some of those dudes actually are, sweethearts, and they don't know it yet, but they are. Otherwise, they wouldn't be quite as obsessed with me as they are.
I think it's funny. Excuse me. I think it's funny that he's calling other people sweethearts, meaning gay, because he thinks that they're obsessed with him. Yet when he gets all kinds of butthurt when people call him gay. So much so that he had a fake phone call to some fucking girl, some woman. Who knows who the fuck this was? And yes, Chili, I think it was fake. In my opinion, that call was put on. You probably paid her the $10 you wouldn't pay the lady to fucking take your picture.
That's hilarious.
Atheist Hammer says he's been timed out.
So Mr. Vasege asked me, Chili, how did you pay for your trip to Colombia? So I'm not going to go into my personal finances.
I wonder if he's blocked my primary.
So
yeah, it was planned, and you used the
family when you turn
allegedly
10, 20, 30.
Nope, he hasn't blocked my primary.
80, 90, 100.
Not yet.
You need to pick the place where everybody will meet
Remember one
year
time going in to like
68th
comment on
birthday,
something and a
70th
comment
Well,
I
this
get
happened.
switched
One
to like
of
my like old
one of my
primary. My
cousins-
name was on screen. Is
one of
like
my cousins
delete.
turned 80. And so she got to pick the place where we would meet. And so 1 year ago, my cousin sent out an email, and then my other cousins and uncles and aunts all forwarded that email, and we planned a family reunion for this date and time in 2021 for 2022.
Okay, just because that happened doesn't mean that you didn't grift people to pay for this trip.
Yeah,
Right.
it's just an alternate story.
Right. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people talk about what Irish Demon and what Team Skeptic did. They were upfront about it. They were saying, hey, if you send money to this, that's what this is going to be used for. It's going to be used for this trip, or it's going to be used for that.
They're being
didn't
honest
say-
with it. They
right.
can use it without. Yeah.
Right.
That's
He
why it was
didn't
given.
say, send me money to help me get my stupid ass friend out of jail, and then not pay all that money to the people in the jail.
Whoa! Whoa!
Allegedly.
Is this the accusation that's been been levied?
Yes, that's one of the accusations has been levied. I haven't verified that, but I'm pretty sure he said something to that effect just in this live stream.
So
But,
it just so
like,
happened
so
that-
wait, you're talking about the
no, we
dude
still
that was
have
in
those
jail? 'Cause
funds, and we're
I
gonna
know he
use those
said he had
funds
to
for student
transfer the
lawsuits.
funds
The
over.
people who I asked politely to comply and to stop being
Right.
awful.
I
would be willing to comply
somebody
and enter into
somebody
negotiations for
said that he
settlement
was
damages across-
released on his own
but no,
reconnaissance.
I
If
think
that's
it's
the
any of
case,
the funds
then
that I raised during the fundraiser.
yeah. He also said he raised like fucking $4,000 and paid $750 or some shit.
Well, he said that the $750 was like the last payment that came in.
But like the other thing is like now he's refiling.
If any of my followers feel deceived, feel free
He
to unfollow me,
needs
and,
he needs a reason to be able to keep the money he raised without them saying,
Yep.
"Well, then what happened to all the money we just gave you? You just went to
don't
Colombia."
block anybody,
Right.
moderators, and don't time anybody
The
out.
I
timing
knew he was
is
going to refile, or
the
or no,
timing
you
is
said not
suspect.
drop it.
Yeah,
Well,
the timing is
well,
suspect.
well, the problem is that because they countersued before he could
They said,
dismiss,
Mel something said.
so they moved before he did because they have actual lawyers that pay attention to this shit, and so they refiled. So now they've countersued up in Mass, and so he's gonna have to deal with that.
Yep.
And if he does dismiss, they can get him to pay their legal fees for that. He's fucked himself.
He's really put himself in a bind. If with him trying to withdraw, I don't think he's not going to withdraw. Not going to withdraw. I didn't
No.
think he was going to withdraw. Like, well, let me
such
show
an
you this
idiot.
paper. Look, I'm going to show you my screen that has an order to withdraw. Cool. I can pull one of those up on my screen and show it to you too. Doesn't mean I fucking filed it. According to Pacer still shows the case pending. So, did he withdraw?
But
He says he
said
did.
that he dropped it.
He did say that, but I still don't believe him.
He's a liar.
Yeah. Hey, Chili's audience watching. Shocker, huh? God. Oh, he's such a truthful person. Don't
He really is.
Peach, you tell me, haven't you learned the sun does shine out of my ass?
On the website, it's not written. Show me the form.
That's the attitude.
I challenge any of my moderators, pull up that FOIA form that he's talking about. Pull up the public information request form. If anybody can pull that form up, just go ahead and post it in the link. If anybody can just name the website where you get the
Yeah, I
FOIA
got it.
form
I got
or
it,
the
Aaron.
public information request form, go ahead and put that in the comments.
He's got
below.
blue glasses now. I said on fuck. Now we all got to get new meme glasses.
Put in
This
the
is
comments
horrible.
where you can get on a website a public information
So
request,
annoying.
or where you can get
Damn it, I have to go to the Walmart and get myself some $2 glasses. From that little rotating stand they
Yeah,
have.
right.
No shit, eh?
I think I'm about a -2.
you guys, I'm not going to sit and qualify whether or not I even wrestled in high school or elementary school. I've been
Because
in
you
my
didn't.
life, so
Nobody
I'll put it like this,
remembers you.
Before I hit a certain age, I could book lots of people's booties. And to be honest with you, I bought all this last month in LA. And I booked one of people's booties.
He's
Okay.
so in love with himself.
Okay, well, hang on a second. He just said all last month he fought in LA, but I thought the doctors wouldn't clear you to fight in Kentucky.
Because he was running on that knee.
Mm.
It's going
Are you
dark.
guys playboys?
Moving swiftly to the
Yeah.
van.
Gotta go dark. Run for my life.
God, thank you, Flat Derp, for
Hey,
that.
watching MMA together on a video?
I wish somebody would. I wish you would.
But,
Yeah, that's true.
nope,
So
it looks like I'm unlocked everything.
Griftkai says, in a Discord chat on Case Channel, someone pointed out he would have been notified by email if there had been a successful submission, which he could show if he had it. Yeah. If you filed on Sunday, it probably wouldn't get pushed through until later this week anyway, but I just don't think it did. I really don't.
Everybody's here. All these people are here. I won the state title in freestyle and Greco in 1992. John Smith, the 6-time world champion, he's the one who put the medal on me in 1992. I lost at the state my senior year to my crosstown rival, one of my best buddies. He beat me, and I ended up taking 3rd that year. I lost that year. But
okay, cool. Show us those records.
I mean, and that's just the height of it.
Did he say he wrestled in Alaska?
Yep.
I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry about a lot of things I've done, so I'm not going to apologize for.
You know, you'll find out he was on the Russian.
Did he just say he's not going to apologize for wishing cancer on kids?
Yeah, 30 years ago, Chuck. That's
Wait.
right. It was 30.
I fucking hope not.
That's what it is. Yeah, 30 years ago, Chuck. That's right. It was 30 years ago. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, Chuck. You got me, man. I'm too old. I'm too old to be fighting wrestling anymore. I've got
Alaska wrestling state champ.
Because it's just not good for me anymore. The damage is done. Oh, Deborah, they blame me for you going to jail. Deborah Rogers just chimed in and said she wanted to say something that I didn't do her wrong in any way.
Blame him for her being parched.
It doesn't matter what you tell them. They will. They'll try to twist it so that somehow I'm the bad person.
No, you are the bad person.
You know, just so you guys know, there's going to be some people that are just such horrible pricks that I have to just hide them from my channel for the chat. Wow. Look at that bug. That's huge.
It's like the size of a fucking goddamn. That's a pretty decent sized bug, actually.
I mean, I guess.
Is that a cricket? Can't tell.
So.
I mean, in his defense, in Colombia, that thing could be a pterodactyl in disguise.
That's true.
We don't know.
Hey, score.
I currently have pulled up the Alaska sports, the wrestling results for Alaska, 1972 to 2002. 1992 to 1991 to 1992.
Tourists also have the right to refuse identity if there's no reason.
What's up,
you have the
Jones?
right to refuse identity whether there's reasonable suspicion.
His name appears nowhere here. 1992 to 1993.
Is if you are being charged with a crime and arrested for that.
His name appears nowhere here. And say 93, 94, just possible. No, there is no record in the ASAA.org of him wrestling in Alaska.
No,
none whatsoever. I'm physically looking at it on my phone.
Yeah.
Look at, I was going to show.
I think he walks away really quick. While he's walked away, let me read out a couple of super chats. Koala Squadron for 5 Aussie Koala Squadrons. Yes, you can always tell when Chili is lying. His lips are moving. Absolutely correct. Thank you so much for that $5 super chat. The Triggered Limey for 2. I think those are pounds or some funny money like that. Says, good morning, you beautiful bastards. Good morning, Triggered Limey.
That country doesn't have an economy anymore. Those things aren't worth anything.
They are nothing.
I'm just kidding.
Just kidding. The Triggered Limey has also become a new YouTube channel member. Thank you so much. I guess we're all setting up for the impending lawsuit. Julie Point for $10 says, I was just getting ready to go to bed and now I have to stay up. Sorry, Judy. We'll make it worth your while though. Thank you all for
the chat. I didn't only wish cancer on. So hold on. Let's talk about that cancer thing someone just said.
Finally.
I wished cancer on the trolls and their children. That's what I did when I was really upset.
And their children.
Stop. Wait, because I was under lock, but yeah, it wasn't a good moment. But I didn't wish cancer on children. I wished cancer on your children if you were a troll and you had caused them.
That's wishing cancer on children.
It was on the trolls.
Wait, so troll children?
Just a small subset of children.
The trolls were horrible. You can read some of the things in here. That's, I got to a breaking point and my blood pressure went crazy. And, I made some mistakes, and obviously I did. Obviously I don't wish anybody to get cancer, but I was under a lot of pressure and I made a bad mistake.
You literally did it.
Can't take it back. It's on video.
3 times, you dumb shit.
Should I break down crying and say I said something I shouldn't have said? I'm so sorry. I already said I was sorry.
No, you didn't.
Nobody got cancer from me saying that. No children got cancer from me saying that.
Wow.
So everything's okay.
Yeah, everything's okay. I'm allowed to be a piece of shit because nothing bad happened from my being a piece of shit.
Don't worry, guys. I'm not a piece of shit. I just say things that are pretty shitty.
You're here because if I'm just a great big nobody loser, then leave and never come back. If I'm just nothing, if I'm nothing, nobody, if I'm just...
Oh, no. You have attained lol cow like
moron
trophy
doing
status.
things.
Like,
Ooh,
It's-
his live chat is fucking turning on him
I would
after
not, like,
that.
block and unblock everybody.
Really?
Block everybody.
Yes.
And now, listen, if I'm just this or that, then just go away.
well, they might be half of us,
There's other
though.
people
I'm
that
not
you
sure.
can
You got to
go
be
and
careful.
talk about and have a
That's
good time
true.
with, but the truth is that I'm not like other people, and you know that. And that's why you're here.
Linda
Well,
Borham, I
If
see you
not,
in
then
there.
leave. Then leave.
What's up, Lady Squirrels? Hey, Maddie.
Oh, I think your time here has come to pass for this particular live session, my friend.
Wonder who he's talking about.
I think it was the lol cow.
Wow.
I think it was.
I'm so
No,
happy.
Linda Borham's.
Whoa, wait.
You're not outraged at the shit you're seeing. You're the group you're a part of, but you're outraged at anything that I've ever done. So I don't really care.
Says the guy who
You know,
cares.
and it was for your children, though, just to be specific.
That's so
Just to be specific. Just for your kids,
Like, that makes it better.
not just random kids.
Oh shit!
Yours.
Just those specific children.
You know.
This fucking guy, he's such a fucking idiot.
I never once wished that on kids. Just
I
your
did-
kids.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what's fucking wild. I run a channel where I literally tell people that God does not exist, and I have never had a theist, I've had theists give me death threats. I have never had one of them wish cancer on children, ever.
In hopes of getting a laugh has become common practice in our society.
ESC Tony's on fire tonight.
Press with Rancor. I could say that you're correct.
What's up, Peter Collins?
But I think it's a little bit more than that. And let me explain what
I
I
had to go to
mean by
bed
that.
before this happened.
So many people, and I've only been in front of the camera for a year. I was on TikTok. I taught literally history lessons. My accounts blew up to 300,000 subscribers.
You got booted
I was
off
on
TikTok for
YouTube.
racism.
My account blew up.
Yeah,
The first
kick
4
the
months
F
before I
off
was defanged
TikTok.
is when I really grew from January to April. But
No, I think no, wait.
Anchor, what he said.
Yeah, he blocked me on my primary.
Laugh,
Of course he did.
in our society, of this culture of social media,
Because you're Rich, the gray hat hacker.
So press, I think it's a little more than that. I think.
I think you'll find it
two or
in your
three
inbox,
folds. I
Tony.
think one, it's deep envy, just straight out jealousy.
Of what?
Everybody now has a microphone, right? If I turn on my microphone, whether you hate me or not, hundreds of people, thousands of people show up
To
If
laugh at
I turn
you.
on the mic
Yes.
and I start talking. That's the way it is. And if that's not true, then leave here now and never come back.
No, because my spider senses went off that somebody was saying something
That's the way
stupid.
it is for me.
Like,
And so
That defeats the purpose of our channels, you moron.
Right.
Are faster than me, who are whatever you want to say that's better than I am, but they can't get attention if they paid for it. And so
Oh shit.
I'm really envious and jealous. And so
Right.
what they do is they take the microphone that they have and they'll show up.
yeah, woo!
Everybody look at
We're so jealous.
I
I wanna be like Chili.
Again, what's really funny, and just so you guys know, I know most of you, most of
Drew Carey and Sally Jesse Raphael's love child.
honest. Most of the trolls are.
Tell you, man, he looks like bread that got moist in the bag and then kind of dried out.
They want the microphone and be heard so badly, and they can't.
That's the fist he uses in bed.
Law school. Some of these rejects.
Same one.
Some of these rejects.
I think he just referenced me.
They were the best athlete ever, or they're the biggest nerd in high school.
I assumed it was all of us.
But the truth
Oh my
is,
god.
reject.
Yep.
I'm not on cam because my beard looks like shit right now, but there we go.
Woman that I'm
It's all
suing
right.
is fatally flawed. A fatally flawed person hates herself. She said it several times in different videos. She hates herself.
It's irrelevant.
So
Oh my god.
You're a fucking moron.
But what she doesn't do is wish
not
death
just
on
that
children. or
It's
cancer
wish-
on children.
Jeez.
But he's a good guy,
Yeah.
and it's only trolls. It's only people he disagrees with. So now,
Yeah, only the
Why would
children of
that
the
be
people he
bad?
doesn't like. That's right.
And I love that Tony is he calls him like, "Hey, Benjamin Wish, I'm a good person." It's like if you gotta open with that, dude.
Not a good person.
He is neither good nor a person. There are two fallacies in the one statement.
No one
Hey,
really
let me
pays
ask you a
attention.
question though. When you multiply a negative number with another
He's got
negative
a
number,
wife,
somehow
saw
positive
her,
number comes out of
his
that.
family and stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, but you know, his
But
dad was the star.
But what you've got to understand is that
So,
his level of competence
They
is
just
an imaginary
want to be
number.
known so bad. They know that, you know, look at that co-user.
Oh, Krakatoni is firing.
Oh,
The
I'm talking about-
from my page because he just keeps going, oh, remember that time you said something about cancer and you wish people
Talk
had
about
cancer and you know, right? I said it. I owned it. I'm sorry I said it. I wish
Just
I
a
hadn't.
couple
Made a
of the
mistake.
kids,
It was a
though.
bad
A
moment.
little bit.
I was having a really hard time in life. There's no excuses for saying something wrong when you're having the worst time ever, right? And whatever you said one time in 1989 is who you are today.
Motherfucker, you said that like a month
But
ago.
He said
and then
that
you-
yesterday.
Hang on a second. Yeah, well, I was gonna. He said
Did
it a
he
month
say
ago.
it today already? Just
Hang
now?
on. Hang on. So he started out a month ago, and then he went back with his bullshit apology. Oh, but I only said it because you made me say it. You
Right.
made me say it. It's your fault. You made me a bad person. That's like textbook abuser's handbook. And then you fucking double down on it again on your video where you're talking about forgiveness and I'm going to do the right thing. And then yet again in another live stream, you triple down on that shit and fucking tell, oh, jail, I hope your kids get cancer. Yeah, because you're a fucking, oh, Jesus Christ.
Chili uses his soft hand when he hits me because
It's
just to like, you know, it's important for him.
Yeah, but it's classic. He is just such a malicious person, and everything he does is clearly and properly interpreted from the position of greed. He only does stuff that benefits him. He doesn't do stuff that benefits anybody else. So he doesn't actually care about the impact of his words on other people. He cares about whether or not other people are criticizing him. That's all he cares about. And he wants that to stop. So he's saying sorry, but I'm not really sorry.
Exactly.
You know, I'm not really. You know, I don't actually care about whether or not my words hurt you. It's all about me. I was hurt at the time. You guys were making me feel bad. It's entirely me. He's just completely self-centered.
Yes, he is.
I want to say, Liz, the screenshot of him, to AHD Cat commented about him doing that, and then he wished cancer on 2AHD Cat's kids in the comment section. When that was pointed out, we all actually 2AHD grabbed screenshots of it. I grabbed screenshots of it, but he deleted that comment. A few hours ago, so he deleted that very swiftly because it was really he got buyer's remorse really fucking bad. Fortunately, it's on 2AHD Cat's channel, it's on my channel, it's on Johnny's channel. We all covered it. So, and then he did it again on me and my kids because I don't have any, but me and my kids in this live stream, or technically on my dogs, but he did it in this live stream. So.
Gotta fix
Let's get back to the stupid. We can't compete with this level of stupid. Like, 4 brilliantly entertaining people, but you know, without sort of the fuel without the dumpster and the garbage inside it, it really isn't going to be the spectacle that everybody has turned up. And this is kind of how I encourage everybody to view Chili. Is basically a congealed mass of that ooze you find in the bottom of a garbage bin that's been out in summer. It's like that, only sculpted into human shape, vaguely.
Amount to what they thought they were going to be. And now there's social media, and if you're really good, people will pay attention to you, support you, buy your products. People will and I think that so many people are angry.
You officially have more than he does.
Oh yeah.
That,
Can I show? Look at this. Is what YouTube apparently has decided that I am interested in, and I'm going to be honest with you. It is correct.
YouTube is
100% correct.
They're correct again.
I am absolutely. Do you see how well this woman golfs? This is what I'm impressed with. Guys,
Yeah,
everybody,
great golfer.
I'm impressed with the golfing. Okay.
I'm sure you also like the video for chasing after the golf cart.
Oh no.
Right,
It's purely about professional respect for this woman.
You're right. No one ever listens to me.
Freight Edges, thank you so much.
Thank you, Freight Edges. Nice.
Someone said wanted to answer. I'm interested now.
I'm patron now. Man, my lie. Oh, Jeff. Oh.
Okay, but
Look.
oh my god.
Nah, Freight Edges, he's got me blocked. Yeah, he blocked me on my primary account too, so...
Of course you did.
So
Seriously,
I can't...
what the heck? This apparently is some up-and-coming golf chick. This is right off her channel. This is self-promotion right here. Look at this. She is all about sports, everybody.
I'm sure
that's what's
she
important
is.
to her.
YouTube has you pegged, and my admiration for your.
I was telling Chili I was a fucking alpha.
There
Even
you go.
YouTube can sense it. I'm just kidding.
Oh, wrote no last name. So salty. I like it.
There's people in the chat going, "Who the fuck is that? I need to find her on YouTube."
Yeah, right.
Grace Charis. Just look up Grace Charis.
She actually really is. She's a really good golfer. She's got her short game.
Yeah, but she's an
impeccable.
incredible golfer. I agree. I am interested in watching golf. I am absolutely interested in what golf has to offer these days.
Right. Yep.
Sorry, ladies.
Yeah, right.
Miles Patterson says my favorite golfer. Whenever my wife is not watching.
My favorite golfer. I was impressed. That's all I could say. You know?
Yep, you've got more than him. Oh, and he's got so many dislikes on his.
Yeah, he's such a
I'm an idiot, but turn on your camera and have 300 people show up.
No,
Super
we'll turn on the
necessary
camera.
email.
We'll turn on the camera and have 388 people show up. So fuck off, bitch.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I see that Rights On. So Rights On.
We really need Chili to get back into some activism, though. Like, we actually need him to get off of this and get back to doing things that are funny.
Well, everything he
This
does.
is funny. I mean, you
Yeah.
know, he's sort of every time he opens his mouth, he can't help but say something that is just incredibly ironic, like praise his own intellectual ability, cast aspersions on the moral compasses of other people. Like, you're not just, you know, a piece of excrement, you know, stuck to the underside of humanity's slipper, right? You know, that's really what you are, or what Chili is. But he insists that he is brighter, more intelligent, more well-educated than everybody else, and just a better person generally. Morally, he thinks that he is one of the greatest people on the planet, and it's just fascinating to watch somebody unironically say all these things and act in this fashion.
This was sent to me via Aaron Reeves, by the way.
So the reason why I have to block people sometimes or time them out is because I'm on a mission. I'm trying to.
Is it from God? Did God send you on the mission? Please tell me that God sent you on the mission.
We're on a mission from God.
If anybody's still in his live stream, are you seeing my comments come up? Because I think he may have blocked me.
Let me see.
I've answered a few of your questions, Top Troll.
Did you just put something in there?
I will here in a second.
All you have to do to see if you're hidden is switch that little tab at the top between live and top. Just switch it to top chat and switch it back to live chat. If you're hidden, you'll just disappear.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So just keep track of the comment above you and the comment below you, and it'll disappear.
Find out. There goes one.
Oh yeah, I heard Paul.
If it's gone, it's gone. Then that's it.
Yeah, listen, you know.
Oh, I see you switching back and forth like that.
I do not see you.
Wow, he did. He did
Yeah.
block me. What a loser.
I guess he doesn't like being reminded that he is a piece of shit.
Nope. Oh, poor guy.
Interestingly, I think that his prescription is getting worse. I can see distortion on the light coming through his glasses now, and I used not to be able to. So
he
I
didn't
think
block me when I told him he could call me daddy. So.
You're inherently likable and unblockable, Brainy. That's the reason.
He does have.
It's in there too. I added him and everything. There's no way you didn't see it. So.
Liz, he does have slow mode on, but if we can actually set it so we can watch our comments disappear. So he's got all of us blocked now.
Yep.
Because we keep reminding him that he's a piece of shit. Thank you.
Skid Scratcher for $2 says, "Hello, Johnny O, JL, and Mr. Beaver." Hello, Skid Scratcher. Thank you so much.
Yeah. What am I, chopped liver?
The second one will be coming in soon.
Hello, me. It's me again. Me became another plot hole member. Thank you so much, me. I appreciate that.
Nice.
And then Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind for $2 says, "Block me immediately
so this video
about
comes out in 8 hours.
That type of prawn he sent." Doesn't surprise me.
45 minutes to upload.
And then Judy LaPointe for $5 says, "The only one watching him are people who hate him. Let you count the 20 mods he has." That's true. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, everybody.
Where I am. What's up, NY Claire? There's no hot water.
I might be blocked now. I'm not sure.
I mean, I'm in humidity of like 90%. Like I'm really in the.
Probably why you look like moist bread.
So.
Yeah.
I will check with the court tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to give a call because I showed this, by the way.
No, you didn't. You showed your internet history. You did not show your pacer.
Right. There's a difference.
But I showed the history of my.
He is a great master of camera work.
Oh yeah.
Just the skills on display. God, thank you, Skid Scratcher.
Skid Scratcher for $2 says, "Hello, PAC Tony."
Thank you. Much appreciated. I got a super chat on my own. I'm more important.
Okay, cool. I'll show you guys this. So
that's your internet search. That's your search history.
Yep.
Oh no, I'm still in there. I told him to call me Papa. It's showing up.
Oh yeah, you are.
I'm the only one not blocked now.
That's his history. That doesn't show anything.
A call tomorrow morning, but here's where I filed my withdrawal.
Slow down, Chili. I want to see what porn you've been reading.
I was about to say.
This is not what he says it is, because I can show my history. I'm not gonna, because I don't want you guys to know the porn I look at, but I can show my history just as easily as shows his. But this doesn't say that just because I have it in there means so fucking stupid.
And then
yeah, but even like you said, maybe he tried to, but they filed first. You can't file for dismissal after some. You can, but you're not going to be accepted. It's not necessarily going to be accepted.
If I remember correctly, he should be able to pull up that he has filed. He should have received some sort of submission.
He would have, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's okay, Johnny. There's no kink shaming here. If you're into post-feminist slasher revenge body horror porn, then you're good to go, man. It's all solid.
Listen,
I plead the fifth.
Look, if you want to get yourself blocked on my channel, you can. I'll try to unblock you guys every week or so, but I'm not going to spend my time worrying.
He spends so much time blocking and unblocking people. Just let him talk. Who cares? You can come into my chat and say almost anything in there and not get blocked. Only thing that'll get you blocked is really, really bad shit, racism, all kinds of. There's things, but you have to work.
Apparently, Alan, it's not showing up on Pacer, brother. So
yeah, you know why it's not showing up on Pacer? Because you fucking do it.
Because you didn't file it, you stupid fuck.
Gloria, we're not blocking anybody. We're not timing anybody out.
Yes, they are.
They are.
You're looking at 3 or at least 2 people on this channel have been blocked. I think Beaver, you just got blocked.
I won't even give him the view, much less a subscription.
Fair enough.
Okay. Listen, hey, someone just said this. Let me give this a shout out here. Johnny O and JL have more people watching them than are watching you right now. Listen, everybody, Johnny O and JL have a live stream going right now. Everybody leave here now and go to that live stream. Johnny O and JL, much more compelling than me.
But the thing is, he might actually lose 60 or 70, 80 people.
Hang on.
Like, if they did that.
Hang on.
Go over there to their channel. Leave now. Everybody go. Go. Everybody leave.
Is he fucking serious?
Yes, he's.
All right. What I'll do is I'll pop his chat out and then
The
leave
reason
the
why I
window
still
on him.
comments is I unblocked you.
Like,
Hit the like button.
there,
I
I can
don't know
stay
who
in the
they are.
chat
I don't know
now.
who they are. But you know what? Apparently all the people who
You
are-
know fuck well who we
he knows
are.
He knows who we are. He
Not
knows
me. I'm
exactly
just the
who
guy
we
on a
are.
high cholesterol diet.
No,
Yeah.
This is
We live rent free in that fucker's head.
But go over there. Go over the channel. There's a live stream going on.
He's looking at it right now.
Oh my god, you're not.
Hey, Chili. How you doing, buddy?
The tribe is going to do a live after Chili's.
Oh, 12K.
Everybody
Look at that.
tribe,
Congratulations,
tribe,
Johnny.
go ahead and drop a comment so everybody knows who you are.
For everybody new, because you just cracked 400. For everybody new, Chili is blocking people. He has he has Johnny O, he has myself, and probably Beaver Zero as well blocked on his channel. We can't comment, so we are blocked.
Yep.
Well, then
Hold on,
listen,
I'll do my switcheroo here again and see if I'm.
Dad, a monk said that if the trolls leave, you'll have no one here.
No, he still
but
hasn't
your little
blocked me.
Chamber of sheep. Dad, a monk, you got me, dude. You got me, Dad.
I love how he thinks that's a fucking defense.
I know.
If all you trolls leave.
You got me, man. You called me out. You
Right.
get it out of your system.
If trolls leave now, then I'm done.
Maybe I'm not in there anymore. I don't know
Views,
anymore.
no more comments, no more likes. Go now. Johnny O and JL are having a live
well,
stream.
the thing is that he wants all the trolls to leave and just leave him alone. But it's it's just gripping. It's gripping YouTube content. Watching a deranged hemorrhoid act as though he's a YouTube creator.
Johnny O's got
It really is fascinating to see him wrestle with his own delusions.
Johnny O's channel. All you trolls, go.
What is that green stuff in his glasses?
Go.
That's his lighting is because it's cheaper lighting.
And he thinks he's so fucking clever. Like
Thing.
people are watching you because
It's kind of funny.
It's like watching a maggot try to do quantum physics. It really there's no hope of him getting it right, but it's fascinating to see them try what they think needs to be done. It's like seeing into the thought processes of a meth addict.
I didn't see that yet.
How many people are watching Chili right now? What's the
the
number at?
zero on the subject line of your email.
I have him currently at 339.
Wait.
Oh.
Hey, thanks for the super chats. I think those are for questions. People ask me questions. Thanks for sending me a super chat. I really appreciate it.
Oh darn! He was talking about you, Beaver
If
Zero.
you're not important, if you
so?
don't affect me at all,
Yeah.
you're just one of these
I didn't hear that.
random fake troll accounts. I'm not suing you, but hopefully.
Sorry, I was watching Grace Charis.
For the members.
Yeah, Chili, you're being asked a question. Why do you want to come up here and speak your piece?
Hey, come on
I
over
tell you
here,
what,
man. We got
here's the
another
thing.
panel he can shit all over.
Well, here's the thing. This is what I will do. I will offer you. I'll kick everybody here. I'll put them in the green room. They can hang out in the back. It'll be just you and me, and you can answer questions and give your side of the story. Otherwise,
the knee's not good. I have a damage in the knee, but I was.
I have a damage in the knee?
Yesterday.
Get
I'm gonna
fucked.
get the fuck out of here. Listen, love you guys. Thanks for coming.
Oh, now he's fucking running like a bitch.
Yep.
Block you, Hey, listen. Let me make another point. One more point before I go. One more point. This person here
We've seen the top of your head already, mate.
He did talk to
You
me.
know that point.
said, well, I mean, 1,500 tune into Kate every stream, and you struggle to get 300 on average.
He does.
I think the truth speaks volumes. Yes. Go over there, that girl.
This is the thing. If he were really interested in education and activism, as he claims is his raison d'etre, if he were really interested in that, he would be trying to reach the maximum audience, but he doesn't care because all he wants is a fucking echo chamber that will just make him feel good about being an idiot.
Yep. Exactly.
You have everybody. The tribe is doing a live right after this. Everybody go over to the tribe's channel. Drop a link to the tribe. Hey, Archangel for Truth, before I hang this up, can you drop a link here? Johnny O is having a live stream right now.
Johnny O is.
A lot of people having live streams. you can go to a channel that you really love. I'm going to get the flock out of here. There it is in torture cuffs. God bless you. I'm going to get the flock out of here. Gloria, love you. Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
No, he's going to run, Alan S.
All right, I'll get the flock out of here.
He's going to run. There he goes. Run away, Chili. Run away.
Bitch.
Bye.
Run
away. Run away.
Run, bitch.
Run. You don't
And
have
the
stones.
professionalism just keeps on rolling. He's one of the greatest YouTube creators of his generation. Look at this genius at work. Look at the look at the expression there.
Right now.
He doesn't do interviews or debates anymore because he was
hang on.
we were so mean. to him.
Wait. He just said somebody's trying to hack his account. Get fucked. Nobody gives a shit. Well, somebody probably does.
Yeah, like he would know.
But yeah, right, like he would know.
No, that's you forgetting your password, mate.
Yep.
That's nothing to do with hacking. Jesus, for fuck's sake.
Chili, if you
How
want
hard is it to end a stream, mate?
It's Rich. We have the gray hat hacker in the back here.
Everybody go to the Tribe's channel. Go to the Tribe's channel. He's going to do one. And then I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for coming by.
No, this stream's never going to end. You've told us you're ending it 5 times now.
Next one.
Do you have the button ready or not?
I mean, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, he finally ended it.
Jesus
wow.
Christ.
That's
Jesus,
fucking
suspense on
hilarious.
that.
Oh my goodness. This fucking guy. Just.
Wow.
He did say, Beaver, I didn't see that. Beaver Zero, I didn't see that. You have to put Beaver Zero in your subject line. And it's like he didn't catch the one where I was telling him to call me daddy.
No, he missed it.
So
Well, you're asking him to do several things that he's not very good at. A, listen to somebody else's opinion. B, read and speak at the same time.
what was
There's this tactic for catching bullshit artists, which is to flood their cognitive load because it takes a lot of cognition to lie. So, that could explain why Chili has difficulty breathing while he's talking.
Yes, yeah. Michelle, he really does not like me at all. It was ever since I confronted him down in Tahlequah, and he didn't back me down, and he realized that he can't back me down because I'm not afraid of him whatsoever. I've thrown down with bigger and better, and doesn't matter. I'm not afraid of that man or that child. So when he realized he couldn't do that, he took personal offense at that one, and so. He fucking hates me. He knows exactly who I am. He knows who I am. He knows who Johnny is. He knows who Beaver is. And he definitely knows who that man right there is.
Oh, and Script Cat, you can see, actually, if you go, just an easy place to get it is like 2 videos back on my channel. You can see him be confronted by, but that's a fake Dan Clement, some people have said, I guess. So we don't think that's...
I don't think so. It didn't strike me as fake.
I didn't think it was fake the way he was quivering and stuff like that, but the chase down part is very odd. But either way.
Well, the chase down part, you don't actually want to fight on a street, right? I was saying this earlier. Even if you're prepared to.
Well, a boxing ring match and having a fucking fist fight on a street are not the same thing.
They're not the same thing, and You've got no guarantee that it's safe falling on a street. You've got curbs, you've got roadsides. You've got other participants who may decide to wade in on whoever's side. It's a very unsafe situation, and you don't want to throw down in a street. It's a perfectly sensible situation, and I can see why he was taken aback because it was very
I'm not blaming him for not wanting to fight. Like, I mean, that wasn't what he was asking him to do. He was asking him to have a ring fight with him, not have a brawl.
Well, that's why I put myself in between him. But I put myself in between him and AJ when he was rushing and when he was beelining for AJ, because AJ, I don't want to guess at his age, but AJ is significantly older than I am, and I didn't know if AJ was paying attention. And if Chili rushes up on him to knock his phone out of his hand like he said that he was going to do to Tracy, then it's possible that he could hit him, he could knock him down, and then he could bounce his head off the concrete. He could hit the cement bench that was sitting there.
Chili would say though, if you did the same thing to Chili, if you ran up on him and knocked his fucking phone out of his hand, like he'd basically claim you assaulted him, and that he'd probably try
to do like a single leg on me, and I'd wind up just like smashing him. So.
So
Yep.
hang on.
He might be one of those guys where he's like
Yeah.
trying to wrestle you as he feels you up, and it's like, oh,
and he
come
gets-
on, buddy,
yeah.
come on.
I have had
Then all
people
of a
do
sudden-
that. Well, they'll be like, "Oh," and you're like,
Yeah.
"What are you doing?"
Yeah, what are you doing?
Like,
This is not a
thanks.
wrestling move. This is not a wrestling move. Your tongue doesn't belong down my
Hey,
throat.
I'm going to start taking that personally here in a moment.
So, Jeep
I'm good.
Steris asks, is it true the family he claims to be visiting might not actually be real family? I don't know. I haven't seen Chili with anybody.
Right.
So there could be people there. There might
He
not be
had a
people there.
child on the one, but that could have been just some kid.
Could have been some
We
random
don't know
kid he
anything
picked up.
about that.
I kind of think that Chili is prone to, like these fantasies of him having a girlfriend. He ropes in extras
Yep.
that he had himself photographed next to,
Yep.
who, seem to have no connection to him and no idea of how they're being used in his story.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't put it past him. He seems to be that pathological. We have no way of telling whether or not, we've got no more
I
factual
couldn't
basis.
get blocked.
Yeah. W124 Mercedes for $2 says, I couldn't get blocked. Well, you got to ask the right questions. That's
Yeah.
all. That's all.
You
Gotta
gotta
be
tell him
calm
that
about him.
Beaver Zero said that he's your daddy. I'm telling you, it'll get you blocked. I promise you. I swear to God, we're gonna make this. Listen, you got the Shamrock Shake going on in his chats. We need people telling him to ask to
The
call
Beaver
Beaver
Daddy.
Zero his daddy.
Nah, just Beaver Daddy.
The triggered line is, we've got to focus on the positives here. Like, this is the thing. Chili is fascinating because you can't make that sort of shit up.
No.
Right.
You listen to him and you watch the things he does, like, the fake phone call with his ex-wife. And
We're like looking
you know,
straight into the camera, telling him he never wished cancer on kids. Just the
Yeah.
kids
Your
and trolls. No kids were wished cancer on. Just those kids.
just you can't make this up, and you're there thinking, it's like a car crash, except that the car is full of
So slow. It's crashing
Wait,
constantly
no, hang on,
crashing.
hang
You
on,
just can't
Tony.
stop
me read
looking.
Hang on, Beaver. Tony, finish that. I want to hear what you. I want to know what was in the car.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's like watching a car crash, except the car crash is full of syphilis and pancreatic cancer. So you don't care
So
what
Jail's
happens.
heard these before. He knew the car was full of something.
Jesus Christ. The triggered limey. The triggered limey for 5.
I can't laugh too hard because Angela's asleep. I can't wake her up.
I know,
I get in trouble here too.
all my kids are up there sleeping too. Anyway, triggered limey for 5 pounds says, I've been away for half an hour and Chili has already taken away my will to live.
What
Look at all these
Night-
high
hang
cholesterol
on a
individuals
sec.
who have people in the other room.
Hang on a sec. Nightman's wife says it was strange that if you're having lots of people over, why do construction? So, is Nightman's wife talking about Chili?
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't know about
Well,
that.
he
But
had-
there was construction sounds going on because there's construction going on outside of his hotel. So that's because he's currently staying in a hotel, and but that's where
That
the
makes sense.
construction sounds are
That
coming
happens.
from.
I don't think it was construction so much as sanitation.
I mean, that's possible.
Industrial powered sanitation
Yeah, that's
to
right.
clean the chili out of
I
the building.
saw him come in through the foyer, and we've got to water blast this shit down.
Jack Wilson said I saw Chili kissing cat lady at the Piggly Wiggly. So it is rumored, allegedly, this is not confirmed, that he and Deborah, brown chicken, brown cow.
Well, look.
He
When you're
was
on
so
the road-
thirsty,
hang on
is
a
what
second.
happened. I'm just poor girl.
When you're on the road, as
She was
often,
thirsty.
shut up. When you're on the road, as often as Chili is, you'll take any truck stop cooker you can get. Okay.
Exactly.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
But
Unchained America, I will time you out for those. That's a lawsuit. It's a federal lawsuit.
That's it. You're getting sued again too. Everybody's getting sued again. He's back to suing everybody. Hey, by the way, did he? Oh no, that was on his other channel. I figured out. That's right.
Yes,
Thought he
that's
took a
true,
stream
Jason
down.
D. If it's true, she probably pegged him. Just
Look again. We're not king
Claims
shaming.
have been made.
allegedly, totally allegedly.
I don't
Wait a
think your
minute. Wait a
YouTube
minute.
might be freaking out right now.
Time out from the game.
Oh,
Nightman's
oh.
wife If you have that, you send it to me, and I will send you a big thank you kiss.
That he was in his uncle's house?
That's interesting because he has claimed previously that his father is from Colombia.
So he said he was in his uncle's house, but it was his cousin's
fathers, brothers, sisters, former roommates.
Taipan 23 for 5 Oz says, no children were harmed in the making of that live stream.
They're all going to get cancer.
Yeah.
Well, you need to be careful because some of them might have seen that and go, that's what I want to grow up to be.
Chili.
A role model on a wasted life. I want to be a warning to future generations of children. That's how I want to spend my
He's a
my
fucking
adult
cautionary. He's a cautionary tale.
So Beth says, hi, Johnny Owen, guys. Am I getting sued? I don't want to go to California. Look, California.
Nice place.
Hang on a second. Yeah, I understand that I get people from both political sides of life. So if the reason why you don't want to go to California is because of the political spectrum, let me assure you there are plenty of both sides of the political party over in California. You're going to be fine. It's a very beautiful state. Hollywood is a little weird. I wouldn't go down there, but that's just me.
It's just a bunch of people being painted like peacocks on a boardwalk. Chili.
Did you notice that his six-pack had to be painted on? I mean, just not to knock it. I don't have a six-pack.
You know what's funny is I couldn't find a clip fast enough because I was trying to make that. I wanted to get the scene from 300 where they're fucking painting the lines on the fat guy's stomach and they're airbrushing him.
Here comes the Spartans.
He's like giggling.
Meet the Spartans.
Meet the Spartans.
Meet the Spartans. Sorry,
but I just noticed that I'm not trying to knock it.
Like,
getting a six-pack is hard. It's difficult. I almost had one at my peak physical condition. I do not have one now. I probably will never have one. I'm 42 years old. But as vain as that motherfucker is, and is like, I'm the power, and all that bullshit, he had to have his six-pack painted on too. So,
yep. And again, I'm a fat dude too, so whatever.
I got a fucking man. Kegs are better, man.
Look,
pop it.
I'm dropping some weight, but whatever, Look, here's the thing: physical fitness, great, good job for you, Chili. I'll give you that compliment. Great job. You're physically fit with all the steroids. I mean, cocaine. I mean, fuck. Allegedly.
Yeah,
with all the alleged drugs that you do.
The thing is that he's so fun. It's not just vanity. It is the most superficial vanity. It is, just there is no substance to him, his opinions. He claimed to be teaching history to people, and he didn't even know that Nixon was the person who installed the recording devices in the White House, and that Nixon came after LBJ. He thought that the recording devices should have been there during LBJ days. No, LBJ was first, and then there was Nixon, and Nixon installed it there. So, how much history do you fucking know?
None history.
None. Zero.
He makes up these deranged conspiracy theories about why stuff happened, based on the flimsiest of evidence. And again, it's this marvelous thing. Like, I couldn't make this stuff up. I'm just not that creative. But he comes out with these, speed of vomiting tirades of utter nonsense from nowhere. And he just sort of shits them into his streams as though they're gospel, and his supporters buy it up. It's mesmerizing.
See, that's the reason why people like Kate, Team Skeptic, myself, Beaver, Irish Demon, even JL now. That's the reason why we cover this fucking idiot, is because he does this shit. He is so much of a grifter. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. It's what it is. Fucking sue me, fucker. I don't give a shit. He's a grifter.
Offering to sell FOIA requests for $25 is a fucking grift.
Absolutely. If you truly wanted to help people, you wouldn't be telling them that they needed to sign over power of attorney to you to file lawsuits. Okay, you wouldn't be telling people that here, buy this trifold because it has all this information. You wouldn't be selling $25 FOIA requests that are fucking free.
Right.
And that's why he blocks everybody on his channel, because he wants to be alone with his victims. He doesn't want anybody else pointing out the grift. He doesn't want anybody else making him look bad. He wants to be alone to exercise his will over that of his victims.
Yeah.
Right.
One thing I want to address, because he popped in here, and that's Top Troll. So, first and foremost, Top Troll's been following Chili for a while, and Top Troll popped into my live stream when I was covering Chili's content, and we had a very interesting conversation over there. So I will say this: Top Troll was a Chili supporter, but then had some serious concerns regarding the potential malfeasance regarding Chili's use of those funds. He had some legitimate questions that were supposed to be asked, and that he needed. He's one of his big supporters, and he put him out there in the chat, and Chili never addressed them. He never covered them, never did it all. Top Troll, I think, is one of those individuals where it's beginning to become clear, and I think you see as well, Top Troll. He also wished cancer on me. He wished cancer on kids again, as long as it's the trolls' kids.
Yep.
So he still is a piece of shit. You are correct. Your comment in his live chat was correct. It is about him. It's always been about him. It's never been about activism. It's never been about awareness. Nope. It's never been about supporting people. It's been about turning other people's stories or their tragedies into his platform. That's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm. And he said this before, but his dumbass doesn't understand. And I brought some of this up in the Chili video that I put out today, talking about body language. So the joke is we know when Chili's lying because his mouth is moving, right? But when you actually look at the things that he says and watch his body language, right? Now, some people have a bit of a tick where just the eyes will go to the right, and that by itself could suggest dishonesty. Some people, they just tick that way. And he might be looking at his screen during a live stream, which, okay, cool, whatever. But it's all the other things that he does. All the other stuff that goes along with it. When his eyes start and he covers his mouth because he's trying to keep himself from giving away the lie.
But it's ironic that you mentioned that, because I actually just came from a quite long video that I was watching about the pseudoscience of behavioral sciences and how nonverbal gestures are mostly unreliable, or at least unproven.
Sure.
And the biggest indicator you can have is actually verbal use, the way he speaks.
His dialectic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And from his dialectic and the way he structures the stuff he works, which is in this case backed up by nonverbal signals as well, so the two sort of coincide in that case.
It forms a body of evidence that allows us to create predictive models on what is going on through his mind.
So yeah, that's one thing that I didn't bring up in the video, but I was going to bring up here. But thank you, PhD Tony, for PhD Tonying me.
Like fucking A.
What else would I do?
He crack-a-Tony knowledge all over you.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's the reason why we love PhD Tony, by the way. It's because of those knowledge bombs.
Oh, and Top Troll, it's not about while in many people's minds, him wishing cancer on kids out of anger is just a shit move. Okay, because it's gross. Okay, I've literally gotten death threats from theists, from the Muslims and the Christians that I engage with. I have never once had an angry Muslim or an angry Christian or anybody wish cancer on children, or cancer on me. It's just gross. But that's not really the problem. The problem is that he did it, and then he got mad clapback for it, and then he didn't even apologize. He did this fake apology, saying, "Oh," and now he's all about, "Oh yeah, I was in the heat of the moment. I was just angry, blah blah blah," and then turns around, does it again, then apologizes again, but then does it a third time only not against y'all's kids, against the trolls' kids.
Troll kid, yeah.
It's not the fact that he's doing it. He already demonstrated he's a piece of shit. It's the fact that he does not care what y'all think. If whatever he does, if you clap back on him for it and he feels like he's getting negative pressure, he will fold. And he'll be like, oh yeah, mea culpa, mea culpa. 3 weeks later, he is doing it again once y'all have forgotten about it.
Yep.
That's the point. Pattern of behavior.
Yep.
I will. Sorry,
That's
there's a super chat.
Goddess of Truth for $10 says, I came right out on one of his videos or community posts that when Chili the castrated enters a room, there's no room for anyone else because him and his ego take up all the oxygen. That's absolutely true. Thank you for that $10.
That's entirely true. And this is the thing that I think Top Troll is missing a little bit, is that whilst you can say stuff, if somebody takes offense at what you've said, it is only polite to say, well, I'm sorry, I actually didn't mean to hurt you in the way that my words obviously did. And I'm sorry for that. But that's a response that dickheads don't engage in. They just go, well, toughen up, buttercup.
Mm-hmm.
Well, fuck you. What if my kid did die of cancer? What if, I've had relatives pop off from cancer. I've had friends who are suffering cancer right now. I've had friends die of cancer previously. So, it's actually, when I was saying it's like a car crash with pancreatic cancer inside the car, that's a car crash where pancreatic cancer is dying. Okay, that's not a job about anybody getting pancreatic cancer. But if somebody was offended by it, I'd say, well, okay, I didn't mean that. And I'll try and take your sensibilities into account.
Here's another point to kind of keep in mind. I'm not wishing cancer on anybody. I think that's a terrible way to go. I think cancer is atrocious.
It's fucking gross.
It really is. It really is. What PhD Tony said was directed specifically at Chili, not Chili's brother, not his mom, his potential offspring. Fuck's sake. None of that, right? We didn't go after specifically. The insult was targeted specifically at Chili, which is something that Chili doesn't understand, right? He and I can vehemently disagree about everything, right? I can call him a stupid fucker. He can call me a big giant piece of shit. I don't care, right? That's between he and I. When he brings kids into it, like, I don't give a fuck if he talks about my kids. I don't give a shit. My kids know he's a piece of shit. They'll just tell him to go fuck himself because they're cool like that. But when you bring somebody else's, like, my kids have absolutely nothing to do with what I do on this channel, right? That's the difference. That's the biggest difference. And it's a difference in something that needs to be kept. We need to make sure that's understood. It's the way that he goes after people who have zero to do with any of this. What do fucking kids have to do? What are Kate's kids? What are my kids? What are Beaver's kids? Tony's kids? JL's dogs have anything to do with what Chili's going through?
At Top Troll, I'm going to respond to that. You can't just say that words don't have any effect. They do. They can be very helpful, and they can be, when you say they shouldn't affect you, that's like saying I shouldn't be subject to gravity. I have no control over whether or not words cause me emotional harm. That's not how mental health works. And what you're doing there is you're being a dick, right? You're showing zero awareness of other people's mental health and their emotional well-being. And that's just fucking insensitive. Stop being a dick. And if other people are upset by the way you're behaving, modify the way you behave. And if you don't want to do that, then you're an antisocial dick. And that's your option, but don't be surprised if everybody treats you like you're an antisocial dick and calls you an antisocial dick, because that's what you are and that's what you're being. That's what you've chosen to be. Good for you.
Mr. B says, hello, my question is, if Chili did not have any grifting issues, how would the panel treat him, or is the grifting an excuse used for reacting to his poor behavior? So there is a reaction to his poor behavior. Part of his poor behavior is the grifting. And I've had just about anybody on my channel before. I've had the ilk of Nathan Thompson on this channel, and I gave him a fair shot to fucking
when Chili has that expression on his face, we almost certainly can't see his hands.
Right.
Not doing it right, Beaver.
Right. Anyway,
jazz fingers.
Jazz fingers. So yes, the grifting and the bad behavior. I will call out bad behavior. I've done it to many other people, right? Many other frauditors who go out to just act in bad faith. But when you go out and actively try to grift off of people, and you know, I would say that charging $25 for something that you can get for free is a bit scammy. Yes, what the fuck is that? It's Yellow Man.
It's Simpsons chili.
Okay, seriously, Top Troll. If that's just the way you're going to be, I tried to extend the olive branch.
Well, hang on. Wait. No. So, okay, we're going to talk about freedom of speech. No, you have the right to say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. I am in no way prosecuting you for whatever it is you say.
Persecuting.
No, prosecuting. I am not prosecuting you for anything you say. Will I eject you for being a cunt? Yes, I will. Yeah. Okay, but that's not me curbing your free speech. That's me saying, don't come over here and act like a fucking asshole and expect to get treated nice. Okay? Period. Yes, free speech, 100%. Say whatever you want to say.
100%.
There are certain things that I'm not going to put up with. Certain things I wouldn't expect anybody else to put up with. So, Valerie Handmade with Heart says you need groups of nonverbal cues to be a little more exact when reading someone. Absolutely agree, right? I only pointed out two of them because there are two that he does often. And I think that he does them often because he's lying a lot.
He does the lip licking a lot.
Yes.
And I'm not certain if that might not be metabolical.
He's got midsection titties.
Part of his baseline, but you know, regardless, it's you know, it's more productive to focus on the things that he says, the verbal cues, and the confusion that he gets into. But you know, it's just that you can tell that just from what he says and the way he says it. That staged phone call with the woman claiming to be his ex-wife, that was so obviously staged. Yeah. That was bullshit.
Yes.
Complete and utter bullshit. And you just look at it and no healthy person.
I got this.
Hey, Charlie girl, good to see you.
Hey, Charlie girl. Top Troll, you haven't been blocked.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody's still seeing your comments, still responding. You haven't been blocked here, right? So, what's your complaint? Okay, Cerebral Tackle for $5 says, Johnny, you're a Rangers fan. I know you call that beard. No, it's gray. See, gray. No such thing as a Rangers fan without gray hair. This is also true. Fuck. Ever since 2011, son of a bitch.
Drawing the six pack.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So top troll, you haven't been blocked. And you won't be blocked unless you do something like violate TOS. If you violate TOS or engage in like some extreme hate speech, or some really nasty stuff, then yeah, the mods will probably take care of you. But we're not about shutting people's down. I'm not about it. Johnny's not about it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, like I said, free exchange of ideas, absolutely. But yeah, whatever.
And the thing is, he makes himself too easy. Like, he's just, you know, like the whole thing of, you know, would we be criticizing Chili? I mean, it's things like this. This is not funny, except for the fact that Chili has elevated himself to this golden position of like anything he does now is now legitimate and funny because I don't know why.
I'm so glad you pointed this out, right? Because again, in another episode of Stupid Things Chili Says and Does, I also pointed out that because of the fact that he's thrust himself, he has purposely put himself in the conversation. Yes, I use my words correctly. Put himself in the conversation of the things that he's trying to train. He is actively using a platform in order to attempt to evoke some sort of change. He is now a public figure and open to scrutiny.
He's self-proclaimed.
Yes.
He even said it in court. he said he's basically a public figure, right, in court. I was like, well, welcome to just basically spelling the end of your ownership of your likeness and all kinds of things. Now you can be put on fucking T-shirts and clowned and everything. He doesn't understand how none of any of that works.
No, he doesn't. And actual malice, right? So I explained the actual malice standard when it comes to public officials and public figures, and it hasn't been met.
I don't. Nightman's wife. Not that I saw. I didn't see anything about that. Yeah.
Neither did I. And then Charlie Girl, just because, says, I give most of you money monthly because I like your faces. Well, thank you. We like your faces too.
You rock.
Yeah, he said national figure, and he is definitely a public nuisance.
Which is basically the same thing at that point. If you're a national figure, then you're
national figure. He's a fucking he's a sewer troll.
But
so here's the thing. Go ahead. I'm going to say one thing. I want to address this comment by Triggered Limey, and Tony, it's all yours. So Tony Triggered Limey says, plot hole, one of my viewers left a comment saying that trolls on the opposite side of our community are mirroring accounts and leaving vile comments. Just a heads up and keep an eye out. Yes. But that's one of the beauty things that have come out of some of the changes that have happened via YouTube is now with the verified accounts, basically. So that will be a thing of the past very soon.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted
what's happening? Verified accounts on what?
YouTube. Like the choose your handle thing. Basically, they're blue check marking people.
Oh, is that why we're all getting handles and shit?
Yep.
Because they're starting to just get us all check marks so that we can all rely on the fact that you can see who's not a scammer and who is.
Right.
Yeah. Well, just to quickly address he would up in the chat. It's come up. He withdrew his complaints, but has stipulations. I'm not sure he understands how negotiation works.
Nope.
I remember.
No, at all.
I remember reading a science fiction story where the most intelligent race in the galaxy couldn't communicate or understand all of the others. So they'd turn up, take everything that they wanted and leave. And the second most intelligent race's accomplishment was to explain the concept of trade to them. After which they turned up, took all the stuff that they want, and left behind a bunch of stuff that they didn't want, and then they left.
Dan74, the answer to your question is he doesn't know how to wipe.
Jeez.
What is he doing there?
They drop him.
So hang on a second.
He's not ready.
That's him. That's him being dropped in front of a green screen, isn't it?
No, it's just a sheet back, like just a background.
Okay,
but he's being dropped. But they didn't tell him. They say let's give him a 3, 2, 1. Sorry, go ahead.
If someone could take that if you have OBS, okay, and you do like animations when new members come in, when you get like new members or new subscribers or what?
Oh no, that's a really good idea.
Then you need to put that against a green screen every time someone subscribes. It's Chili drops in.
No, you're right. Chili's now going to pop into the fucking screen when that.
Yes.
Oh fuck! I know what I'm doing tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm rotoscoping Chili.
Dude, make it happen, dude. I am telling you. The minute I saw that video, I was like, someone is going to take him and put him in OBS, and just every time a sub comes in,
watch his face. Look at his face. He wasn't prepared to be dropped. He knew, let's face it, he's there to be dropped. But he was not prepared at that moment. There is terror right there. You can even see the mouths open. Now watch this. Yoink. Now look at the eyes. Look at the mistrust right there. Look at the stare of oh my god, you dropped me. Look at that. And then he goes, oh my. Right there. That's the moment where his brain finally realized he's okay.
Did they drop him again? Did they drop him again off the bottom of the screen? Because I'm just
imagining. I wish, but right there, look at it. Okay, so it just catches him.
If you could graphic in a toilet bowl.
Or a Nutella jar.
Yeah, or a Nutella jar. That'd be appropriate.
Or Beaver, I've got one for you that I'll tell you off stream so you can work on that one because I think it's better. Still the same idea here, but I've got one for you. Not for OBS. Use that one for OBS, but this one you can use for a video. You'll like that.
I
Probably.
use VMix these days, but yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Fine.
Like me encountering him at Tahlequah, that was a missed opportunity. Oops. Our bad.
That's the look right there. Perfect.
Oh, on Annapolis audit, he is, even without realizing, a threat to free and fair elections. Everyone that saw him and him and his Cam saw him as a threat to their rights. Thoughts? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
This is one of the reasons why I go after some of these frauditors the way I do, is because they are a detriment to free. They are a detriment to the First Amendment, to rights, to our rights. And when you have someone who is acting in bad faith, like Amagassett Press, like Glenn Serio, like Annapolis Audit, like Casey Camera Boy, these people are actively working against what they say they're for.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll bring up Amagassett Press because he likes to talk all this shit about how he's out there just doing to educate and this, that, and the other. Yet when somebody asks him, "Hey, what's going on?" he goes out of his way to try and piss them off.
It's 76 degrees. And
just because you can read the time and temperature doesn't make you news, you jackass.
The voting is a very important process, and it needs to be carried out in privacy, in complete privacy.
Nope. I'm not.
Well,
as a matter of fact, on that note, I left my vape in the living room because I was in such a hurry to get in here, so I'm going to go grab it.
What just happened.
I shall return. I just
Top troll just said I have a short fuse, and I do. I do have a short fuse. I have anger issues, and so if you say something to piss me off, I will verbally fuck you up.
You remember that scene in Terminator 2 when she was like at the fence?
Yep.
Yeah. Like that was a simulation of what happens.
And if you're such a great advocate of freedom of speech, then good for you. You'll take it because that's the consequences of your free speech. Somebody is going to fuck you up. You want to be a dick? I'm prepared to be a dick right back.
Flaky Jake says, I agree, but do you think they realize the possible eventual consequences? No, they don't realize the consequences, even though they're actually happening. Like in Arizona, we saw House Bill 2319 that limited people's ability to record police in action.
Yeah, it's happening.
It's happening. There are places that certain states are getting laws rewritten on what is and isn't considered press, where you have the right to film, where you don't have the right to film.
Exactly.
They're slowly losing all the rights that they had the entire time, but they made a mess of now.
They are totally.
And so now they need to do exactly what we've always said they'll do. They need to tighten the laws so that they cannot do a bunch of these things.
Right.
Yeah, thereby ruining it for the future.
Shit. I had one there. Damn it.
Blame the beaver. Yeah.
No, it was me. I hit the wrong button.
Society's always been blaming the beaver for years. That's a deeper story, though.
That's true. So Michelle says, don't they have laws on the books being so many feet away from polling stations and recording? Yes, absolutely. Every single state has, it's at least 50 feet.
Dude tried to record at a polling station. I didn't see your video yet. I just saw the title and I was blown away.
Oh, yeah. No, he didn't try. He did. He was, and again, I called him out for the bullshit game of semantics that they're playing. When he talks about one of the poll.
I wasn't inside.
Right, I wasn't inside, but you're
his
filming.
Whole thing was he was standing on the threshold,
especially with all these like Proud Boys and shit that have been going around and like basically standing near poll boxes with guns and stuff,
right,
protecting the rights of the people.
And that's the thing; they can't do that, right?
Sorry to give him a Texas accent or something.
No, you're fine.
That's probably.
No, you're fine. But this is the thing, and this is why shit like this is dangerous. This is why shit like this gets talked about, and why this idiot Annapolis Audits was met with such harsh resistance, because they have been people that have been going out, standing at polling stations to watch the skies.
Well, they've been literally filming the people and said in some cases they're there because the Stop the Steal movement told them to be there and to record people.
And those people have been removed. But the ones that are showing up to, quote, watch the skies, because they're not, I'm not here filming the people
I'm looking at birds.
I'm bird watching, or I'm watching the stars, or this idea. I
Like
just
these
happen to be standing
trees.
right next to this
Yeah.
polling place, and
Yeah.
I think it was a New Yorker did an article about how these extremists have worked their ways into to take over even at the smallest level, and this is the reason why we have laws that do say no, you have to be at least 50 feet. Some places, Dave, some places 50, a lot of places, most places I know are 100 feet minimum from the actual booths. So
Fake
yeah,
life.
and here's the thing. If I talked about this in the Annapolis audits video, but if you want to be someone who goes in and makes, they want to, we're going to audit the polling to make sure it's being done correctly, to challenge people, you can do that. You can become an accredited challenger. There's a process you go for that.
Then you get to look for hanging chads and shit.
Right. Yes, and if you think that if you think someone is not documented or whatever, you can challenge that. But there's a process to do it.
There's a
process
20-year-old
to
in your
doing it, but
audience
what
somewhere
these-
here that didn't know hanging chads are.
But what these people are doing are they're making it necessary for the government to deploy force to make sure that these laws aren't being broken.
I heard
because
Chili's
you
a
can't-
certified poll watcher. Sorry.
I thought he was a poll washer.
Oh,
I think if he'd been certified, he'd be in an institution. So
Yeah.
As you know, Chili is actually very good at a lot of things. He's probably a poll watcher and washer, to be honest with you.
same time.
So
I
just
heard he also had a job as a ball cleaner one time as well. worked at a
Annapolis
golf course, I
audits.
believe.
Annapolis audits said he G-checked that old man, and the old man made him check into the ER.
That's true.
He
That's
did.
true. By the way,
Yeah.
Annapolis
I
audits.
didn't see it. Did he get fucked up?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
And, here's the thing. He wants to stare. He wants.
Oh,
to
he's
stare
the one
and
that got the
talk
shit kicked out of him as he got arrested, basically.
Yeah, he wants to talk all this shit about. Oh, I'm gonna fuck you up and fight and whatever. That's gonna be a duel. That's gonna be part of my settlement. A duel. Like you're fucking high noon at. It's like get the fuck.
Well, you're at that stage again. It's the imagination that they imagine that legally sanctioned duels are still a thing. Like, I'm not
Right.
sure where you got your legal training, but no, that doesn't happen.
Frostpunk the video game.
Right.
Yeah, and Flaky
So-
Jake, yes, even if you become a certified like poll watcher or whatever,
You still can't record.
You cannot film. Filming
Yeah.
is not allowed in the voting center. It's
I thought that's all that I thought that's all OnlyFans was. Oh, I poll. Sorry.
Yeah,
Poll
yeah. Right. So what I was saying, as somebody asked before Brady intervened to
Yeah,
prevent
it's
me,
okay. I knew that happened. I didn't think you finished. Go ahead.
is that what they're making necessary is for us to deploy force, to deploy officers to make sure that people aren't doing this, because it used to be the case that you could just rely on people not to do it. You could just get someone in authority to turn up and say, actually, you can't do that. We're going to need you to go back that distance. And they just don't do it. They're inherently antisocial. They won't obey society norms, and so societal norms actually have to be forcibly enforced.
So top
Okay,
troll,
so-
this is incorrect. This is false.
Okay, so
Happening.
top troll. This is this is literally the conversation that I had with Chili when he was here in Oklahoma, down in Tahlequah, when he was doing his little fucking demonstration with Deborah. So, yes, the actions of frauditors, of First Amendment frauditors, when they go about doing what they do, will eventually result in the curtailing or rescindment of the rights that allow them to do what they're currently doing. The system that we live in here in the United States, it is an exchange system, okay? We exchange some of our rights for the protections afforded by the government, and we appoint the people in that government to do that, to protect us. That's why we have our free and fair elections. So the system that we have, the social contract that we have, this is the agreement that we this is what we tacitly agree to maintain the status quo or the social order in this nation. Now, if you go out there and you act in accordance of your rights, but if you push the envelope, if you upset the social order, if you consistently do this, or if a group of people nationwide are pushing forth this effort to do this, all right? The problem is that because they are working from outside the system, and they are doing it aggressively, and they are putting people in harm's way, or they are potentially putting people in harm's way, especially.
Or they're just bothering the fuck out of the people that set the rules.
Exactly, or especially law enforcement officers. Then the system itself, the state or the federal government, has no choice but to stop them from being able to do that. Which means, hold on, Brady, hang on. Which means a complete and total either revocation or a taut curtailing of the rights that we currently have. They will put more and more stipulations upon those rights in order to maintain the social order, because the social order is more important. The social order of 330 million people is more important than your right to go out there and film cops. That's the reality of the situation. If you don't like it, put up a candidate who supports the change you want, get them elected, and then have them be the change you want to see in the system. But the system is designed to protect itself from the actions of auditors.
It's not even just out of like saying it's designed to protect itself. I mean, at the end of the day, what happens is you create a burden, like doing it. A lot of them go to small towns. Let's use a small town as an example. Or even like a city. So they come around and they basically start pushing on, the parliament buildings or like state buildings that make up the legislatures and courtrooms, and they start doing all these things. All these people that are part of the process of setting all the rules. And so there's nothing clandestine about it in most cases. Usually it's like a meeting with a bunch of people in the room, and they go, okay, so our budget is having to increase on policing because of this. There's been X many people having to be removed from these buildings. So how are we going to move forward and mitigate these problems? It's not even like there's like a plan to thwart people in their rights. What it is just a bunch of humans sit around a room and go, this is fucking annoying. What could we do to solve this?
Well,
and then they just generate a new rule. Can't walk 10 feet past this or whatever.
Yeah, you put your finger right on the button. It's costly.
Yep.
We pay police officers to do a job, and instead they're dealing with fuckwits whose only reason for acting is to be annoying. And so legislators are going to go, well, either we need to increase taxes, which is going to make everybody unhappy, or we make being a dick look harder. We make it easier to arrest or forbid people from being a dick.
Well, I found a channel the other day where the guy...
It's going to be necessary just to keep costs down. And I'm gesturing the wrong way because my camera keeps on reflecting better.
And here's the thing.
I mean, the guy they'll claim though. All he's gonna say is they'll claim though that why would I be baiting you? Why would I be baiting you? And the entire channel is the same thing. Him doing the same thing everywhere with the sign and standing in front of things. And so it's like, yeah, but the whole channel is about baiting the police. Right. And then you're going to sit there and pretend, why would you accuse me of trying to bait you into something? Like, it's weird. It's a weird group of people. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I want to make sure that people understand. It's not as if we are suggesting that this is what we want. I don't want
I never said I want that.
Fundamental rights to be stymied. Absolutely don't. I don't have a problem with cop watching. None whatsoever. Matter of fact, if you feel the need to go out and make sure that police officers are doing their job via recording them, do so. I encourage you, if that's what you feel you need to do to help protect your city, your community, whatever, abso-fucking-lutely. We need to hold police officers to a very, very high standard. But that doesn't mean you go and start fucking berating people while they're trying to do their job. You don't fucking have to go audit post offices. The fuck does that have to do with
the problem is
hang on a second. You don't do these things because it's stupid. Auditing a post office is the stupidest thing you can do. I'm gonna watch people. What are you doing? The only reason why you're doing these things, and I will argue that the vast majority of those who are doing the cop watching, legitimate cop watchers, don't post their shit on YouTube. Generally speaking.
Because most of it's not interesting.
Most of it's not interesting, right? Legitimate cop watchers, I don't have a single problem with them. I really don't. Again, encourage it. But it's the ones that go out there and they do it because they saw a video that got 100,000 views, and they saw a channel because they had this one negative interaction with police officers or this one negative interaction at some public forum. All of a sudden, it gets blown up.
They want to go. They want to go viral.
They want to go viral. They want a piece of that pie because they're trying to make money. Yes, I'm doing the same thing. I want to make money off of YouTube. I'm not hiding that fact. Never have. I've always said my goal here is to provide some entertainment, call out some people who do dumb shit, and get paid for it.
Yeah, and what they're bringing.
Hang on.
Oh,
not done yet.
But you want to be able to talk on your own show? Is that
I
what
know,
we
fucking hell.
God forbid.
I don't want to see those things happen, because I don't want to see our rights being curtailed. I'm calling out the bad behavior, calling it for what it is. Again, Emma Gasson Press, Long Island audits, all these other fuckers. If you truly wanted to educate, you wouldn't get so irritated when somebody asks you what you were doing, especially if it's a member of the public. I'm not even talking about a member of the post office, right? That's a member of the public to say what's going on out here. They have just as much right to know what you are doing as you doing what you're doing. If we're talking about transparency, talking about education, talking about whatever in the community, yeah, they have the right to know what's going on, because they have a vested interest as a tax-paying citizen in what you're doing in their community. Like it or not, that's the cold hard fact. I don't pay taxes to have somebody shove a camera in my face when I want to go fucking the post office and send mail. Now
we can see you, Atheist Hammer.
We can see you, Atheist Hammer. Sorry, buddy.
So the problem is the escalation is what it is.
And that's
so
what I'm
5 years, 6 years ago, it was literally just about like watching cops with cameras, and then but now we literally have gone from simply being out there and people like, we're going to watch the cops with the cameras, and that was pretty much it. They'd watch them across the street, they'd zoom in on them or whatever. Now we literally have video of Chili getting in the face of an officer and screaming at her when she's in the middle of an investigation. Now, that was in LA. Okay, I have spoken to officers in more rural areas of this country who said that, and I showed them that video. They said, and many of them have said, because it's an interference in an investigation, that if he had done that, that can be construed to be a credible threat. All it's going to take is one frauditor getting up in the face of an officer, and that officer face planting that asshole and doing some serious harm. And I'm not saying that's a good thing. What I'm saying is that we have a steady stream of escalation going on here. They get closer, they get louder, the cops get more nervous because now they have to have their head on a swivel during any investigation because they never know what's going to happen. Then all it takes is one frauditor getting too close, and then an officer doing something crazy or stupid. Okay, and then the shit will really hit the fan.
Yeah.
So to give you an example, though, to drive this home, Direct D, who's somebody who I like making fun of, this is an example. Like, this is just the first 5 seconds of his video. So they drive around and they do this shit all the time. Look at, they drive around and shine spotlights on cops while they're on the road, even at intersections in some cases, and then they get pulled over because. Yep. You know, you drew attention to yourself. Plus, that is actually illegal, shining a spotlight off the lane of moving traffic. Yep. So, I mean, saying nothing of that. They don't even give him a ticket in the end. But this whole thing is, they get pulled. Oh, there it is. And then the whole video ends up being about how, these cops pulled us over and we're just exercising our rights and stuff. And, he doesn't give him ID and everything. So the whole thing is about trying to make the cops look bad. But let's go back to the beginning then. How did this fucking thing start? Was he minding his own business, or was he being a fucking jackass?
Right.
And potentially breaking some actual laws.
Yep. Fangirl 98 for 249 pound with the, I think it's a kissy face. Not you too. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But yeah, that's the point that I'm trying to make is it's been the escalation, right? Again. And top troll, he asked, does that mean we need a better form of auditor? No, what we need are auditors who don't go out and act like jackasses for the sake of acting like jackasses. You want to watch cops for the accountability. Again, I've said multiple times, three times on this particular live stream. Yes, absolutely. Film them, keep them accountable. I think we should hold our police officers to a very high standard when it comes to accountability. But that doesn't mean we go out there and start yelling and trying to blind them and trying to do their job. You've got police officers that are involved in traffic stops. They're already at a heightened level of awareness because police officers are one of the 3 professions where you can do everything right and still end up dead.
Yeah.
Now, that is a risk that they take by taking the job. 100% agree with that. However, just because that risk is there doesn't mean that these people stop being human. They're going to make mistakes. And I'm not saying that we need to excuse away some of the bad things they do as a mistake, but they are human, they're going to make mistakes. Now, adding more stress to an already stressful situation is going to increase the amount of mistakes that are made. So my question is, when do we say enough is enough? We can't allow people to continue to try and escalate a situation that they have no fucking business being in anyway, causing a distraction, putting other people, not just a police officer, at risk, but the person who's in the vehicle, putting that person at risk, or the person who's being stopped by the police, putting them at even further risk.
And I hate to bring it back, but they're imposing an economic burden on the rest of us. So, we all pay taxes, we all pay rates, we support law enforcement infrastructure, and because of the actions of these dickheads, the law enforcement officers we're paying aren't able to do their jobs because they're off wasting time on these numbnuts. So, we do need to hold the police accountable. We need better internal regulation. We need better training for police officers to make sure that they don't overstep the bounds on their power, because that is a problem. We need
better pay, better benefits.
We need better pay and better benefits, but we also need better interrogation techniques, because the number of false confessions that have been extracted from people using techniques that were deemed reliable in the past is truly horrifying. In fact, so we need to improve the standards of our law enforcement in many ways. Nobody is saying that law enforcement is perfect or that they can't be improved. We're just saying that the way that this class of individual are going about it is completely destructive. It is in no way constructive. We're not saying there isn't a problem. We're not saying that the principle that they claim to be operating under isn't worthwhile. What we're saying is that what they're doing is completely unprincipled, because it's not in any way constructively related to what they say they're trying to achieve. Right. Instead, what they're trying to achieve is notoriety, cheap YouTube fame, and sensationalism, and just clickbait and yelling at police officers. Right. Yelling at police officers is never going to achieve anything.
No, it really isn't. And I would also argue that police officers, there need to be. We ask our officers to do way too much. We ask them to be way too many things that they are not trained for. We ask them to be mental health professionals. We ask them to be domestic dispute
mediators. Yeah.
There's so much we ask them to do that they shouldn't be asked to do, shouldn't be tasked with. So, but that's a whole different story. Aaron Reese, by the way, everybody say happy birthday to Aaron Reese. He is now a real boy. He's old enough to complain about being hungry.
It's your birthday.
It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Aaron Reese.
Happy birthday.
Anyway, Aaron Reese for $5 says there's no law for how far observers must stand from officers right now. 10 feet would have made it impossible to record the George Floyd footage. Correct. And in Arizona, there is a law, actually. But that's the thing. They're starting to put this stuff. I don't know why you're so blurry, Beaver. I don't know.
I don't know why I'm blurry either, because on this screen, I'm sending a perfect signal.
And Top Troll says, I think the way you do that is to support the good auditors instead of lumping them all together, and then together you weed out the bad ones just doing it for views. Now, that's a possibility, but what would be really, really good and would be more effective would be what we talk about, is like, for example, when I'm doing atheist content, or when I'm engaging with theists, and then I ask them, you have a lot of individuals out there that represent your religion very, very badly. Why do you not rebuke them? So I would say the same thing to frauditors. You have people who do it well and do it correctly, and they don't endanger people's lives or endanger officers' lives. They don't make things worse, but they do their job and they record the police. Why don't y'all self-police? Yeah. Because I can tell you this, we self-police. Because we hold each other accountable. Right. If I say something ridiculous, I can guarantee you that man right there will tell me that I said something ridiculous.
Yeah, I will.
I will hear about it somehow. I have been corrected so many times by better people and smarter people than me and I appreciate it because it helps me get better. Self-police, okay? Go and correct. You see a frauditor out there who is doing nothing but cause trouble, make people aware of that. Call them out for it.
Mm-hmm. One of the problems I have with Top Trial's suggestion is not that it is not that it is flawed in any sense, except that it's just not economically viable. Good auditors don't often produce very visible, very entertaining videos or very interesting videos because most of the stuff that they record is fairly tedious, right? So they can't really base a professional YouTube career around it, and we can't support them because, do you really want to watch 2 hours of nothing much?
Well, no. But they don't. They've even made their own comments on their own shit that they're like, I wish I could post that stuff, but nobody watches it. Like, what was it? Detroit Audits literally said that to people that were saying, oh, this is boring. And he's like, oh, well, everybody's been passing lately. I haven't been able to find any of those fails,
Yeah.
Like, which, because, he's complaining about the views.
So the idea of privatizing this, sort of using YouTube as a sort of for the public to employ people to do this, I don't see that working because the public isn't going to pay for that television content. It's not going to sell, which is, it's sad. So what we need is a more formal organization where taxpayers actually pay people whose job it is to keep the police accountable. And I understand that there are, conflicts of interest. Police aren't very keen to investigate police, etc., and we need to improve. We need to do better than we have done because police have literally and figuratively been getting away with murder, and that needs to stop. So again, the principle involved that the police wield enormous power and should be held accountable, entirely correct. But I don't see YouTube auditors as a solution to it in any way, shape, or form. It's just not practical.
All right, so I'm going to read out this last super chat here, unless somebody else sends another one. That's not me suggesting anybody send super chats. I'm just saying, whatever. Pat, the Batman fan for $4.99 says, none of these beef knuckles have the brains to investigate a pile of animal droppings. Man, I hope he's not talking about me. Golly.
Beef knuckles. You're making me want
it's not entirely clear who he's talking about. Is it police? Is it us?
I think he's talking about auditors. We're just going to assume he's talking about auditors. We're going to go there.
I like it. It's like douche canoe. It's a good one. I don't remember that.
Moose knuckles.
Beef
moose
knuckle.
That's moose knuckles, just like a camel toe. It's the same. It's a different.
Yeah. Oh no, it's
just
fundamentally
it's the northern
different.
Camel toe, I think.
It's fundamentally different.
Yep.
Is there like a deeper urban dictionary that I'm not aware of on this then?
Probably. There's always something bigger.
I'm gonna have to pop out. I'm gonna have to pop out outside and check out the path of totality.
What is blue waffles?
Well, yeah. It's just a hologram, JL. What are you even worried about? But
because it fucking looks cool. Don't steal my astronomy joy.
Well,
there's a brand called Moose Knuckle, by the way. I'm realizing, like for jackets and shit.
Oh boy. All right, it is that time. It's late. I got to be up sometime tomorrow. Usually probably around 6 o'clock. So about 4 hours.
This was unexpected. So
it was. I had to jump all over this one because I saw a fucking chili in there.
Because you knew fucking Irish Demon would do it first.
No,
just so you know, I was about to go live when I saw that Johnny was streaming on Discord, and you can literally ask him. The message I sent him was, "Are you live? You suck. Invite." It's like fucking asshole. Yep, there's no way that says Johnny O is streaming, and I was like, "You son of a bitch."
Yep.
Well, Johnny and I got full mention multiple times. He knows who the fuck we are. We are on his ban list specifically. We win.
Don't worry, he'll recognize who his daddy is eventually. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you just got to go see my latest video. You suck. See, I don't lie.
That the pressure.
You suck.
Yep.
I know. I note you left off the question mark.
Well, top before you do this, he says Top Troll says who will be the first to admit.
No, it was a demand.
I was like, Top Troll says who will be the first to admit that the pressure to expose auditors in an entertaining fashion is also the same pressure as auditors to provide entertaining content.
Wait, time the fuck out. And I think I'm going to run all over you on this one here because
no, go for it.
It is not an auditor is not meant to provide entertainment. They are there to provide a service. That is not entertainment. Their service is there to make sure that this person whom they're auditing is doing their job correctly. It's not supposed to be entertaining. So that in itself is problematic for you. And I don't give a fuck if an auditor's content is entertaining or not. I really don't. Don't give two shits. They're not supposed to be. It's exactly.
No, I would want auditors to be able to, like people who are like cop watching or officer watching. If they're out there doing that, I want to know that it was a cop watcher who caught the information needed or the video needed that went to the news and broke a story, like what happened with George Floyd or what happened with wherever. That is what cop watching is for. Right. Okay, for holding them accountable when they do stuff, when they screw up or they do bad things. It is not to go there and antagonize the police and attempt to get a reaction out of them and catch them screwing up. That's not the point.
I think Top Troll was partly trying to point out that we're utilizing them for entertaining content to a degree, which I think he did a poor job of conveying. Well, but if that's the case, but all I was going to say is, we wouldn't talk about them if they were doing good auditor content, and it wouldn't be entertaining for us anymore.
I would like to address this. Nothing about what these frauditors are doing is in any way constructive. Literally no element. Arguing with a police officer about charges or standard procedures or anything like that isn't going to change the law or the standard procedures because the cop has no control over those. That's not what a beat cop does. They can't change it. Laws are made in legislatures. That's where you need to change the laws. If you want the laws changed, you need to be working through the legislative process. Yes. This arguing the toss with cops is a waste of time and effort and basically taxpayers' money.
Well, in a world where a cop can just defy his base rules that he like his orders is the same world where cops are also killing people and beating them. Like the world that they want. Yeah, like they want the cops to be like, oh, just break the mold, go against your orders. It's like, yeah, but that's exactly the problem that you have on the left side where you try to talk about brutality and, you want to talk about police that break their orders. I mean, go to a lot of other countries. Russia comes to mind really quickly where, the cops probably break orders all the time because it's probably a written policy. You're not supposed to beat the fuck out of people and stuff like that. But here they are. Breaking orders because the cops can do what they want, right? But they're fighting for what they're fighting against always. It's weird.
If you disagree with the law and you think that the law is wrong, you can argue that point in court. But arguing about it with the police officer is completely unproductive.
Right.
It's not going to do anything, right? So it's nonsense. The stuff that these people say and do is utter nonsense. This line of argumentation and scandal, whatever, it's never going to achieve what they say it's going to achieve, and that's actually their business model. Because it's never going to achieve what they say it's going to achieve, they're always going to have employment because they're always going to be able to make the case, well, we didn't do what we set out to do, so obviously we need to do more of this stuff that is completely ineffective. It's a great business model.
In North Korea, they literally fed a guy a dog.
Wow.
Hey, Top Troll says the fraudster exposer scene is becoming just as diluted as the auditor scene. But point being, both sides are really reaching to provide content. No, like Asa says, if they weren't idiots, we wouldn't make video. We wouldn't make content about them. So if they were doing it correctly and doing it constructively, then there'd be no content there. But guess what? That just means you need to be creative and actually do content that I
would suggest and submit that. Real auditors aren't here to provide content.
Right.
So, that being said, it's time for me to get to.
Okay, sorry.
No, you guys are fine. Everybody's good. Everybody, be sure to check out these awesome folks. Beaver Zero down there at the bottom corner there. Raise your hand. There he is. PhD Tony down here. If you like sciencey stuff, he's a freaking PhD in sciencey stuff.
Oh, he's down there. Sorry.
Yep. Yeah. And then of course we've got.
I didn't mean to point at Beaver. So
we'll do this on purpose. We have the awesome JL over there. He's on Bridge of the Divide. Check him out. I'm Johnny O. This is Plot Hole. It's time for us to go. Everybody say goodbye.
Finger guns.
Bye. Finger guns. There it is. Yeah. We'll wait for it to show.
Oh, wait. Before you go, before you shut it off, are you still live?
Yep.
Okay. Hang on a second. Hang on 1 second. I have to do something.
Oh,
give me just get that shit. I
do have something to say. JL,
yes. Say your thing.
Did you check out Conspiracy Cat's recent debate on viruses? Because the guy on there really wants to debate people about God.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm all over it. I am 100% all over it. Let me do this.
The channel name is Ryan Remembers or something.
And it's on Conspiracy Cats' channel?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to...
Viruses debate.
I'm popping over to your channel, Plot Hole, because you're currently live. So I'm going to put a link in here because we are so close on the podcast to 1,000.
Oh, boy.
And you have more than enough people here to do that. So I can't comment in your... Wait, no, I'm on a freaking ad.
Oh.
Wait, no.
What happened?
Why can't I comment?
I don't know.
What are we commenting on?
I have no idea.
Hang on a second.
He wants to drop the channel.
I want to drop the link. Yeah. So what I'll do is I will simply go to Johnny's stream, which
Johnny'sFacials.com.
Just youtube.com/Weekend Horror, right?
Yeah, it's right there. Okay, I got it right here.
Oh, so, there you are.
Here we go. And bam. So we have enough people here. Thank you, Plot Hole, for putting it in there. There's the link right there. Pop over to there. We are so close to 1,000. It's Johnny's and I's podcast with Alex and Eugene and Aaron Reese. Aaron Reese is down there as a birthday present to Aaron. Pop over there and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. We are so close to 1,000, and I really, really want us to get there. So bad. So for Aaron's birthday, to support Johnny and myself,
and because JL said he would do a mankini if you.
So be sure to pop over there and subscribe.
A bigger one than I did.
Pop over there and subscribe.
You can't mute me on my own channel. I mean, you can.
I most certainly can.
All right, everybody.
I mean, it is a horror channel, so JL and a mankini does.
Very scary.
That would be terrifying. That's instead of the face of horror, that's the body of horror.
All right, everybody. We'll see you.
Take care.
Wait, we got to do it like this now.
Oh,
yeah, you got to do this.
Like this.
Yeah, he's holding my fucking finger guns. That bitch. You didn't even do it.
I got my Tech 9s.
Oh.